Oh master, as absurdly excited as you are about the prospect of boomers rising up, you make it sound so sexy. I'm all aflutter, darling. Let's all bask in the glory of mighty Konami. Tension is rising and I'm all heated up. Watch out everyone, make way for the FTK and negate enthusiasts.
Do you remember, like, when I played video games? God, those were the days. I yearn for video games once more. But that's not tonight, unfortunately. I swear to God, I will finish Paper Mario and Ukulele and whatever the heck else is on my back burner. I'll do it. Just not tonight, alright? Not tonight. Like, Tag Force I can't exactly progress very easily because I have to wait for K-Trix a little bit. And like, I think it's been so long since I last streamed Paper Mario where it's got to the point now where it's like, fuck man, if I don't stream it soon, I'll forget the game even exists. Part of it's because I've been playing a bunch of games off stream and I'm like, I don't want to stream Elden Ring, man, that's fucked. I don't want to stream Hydroneer. That's just a cozy game. I don't want to stream like any real games. All right. I'd rather just read shitposts and call it a day. What you come here for, Ryan's for the shitposts? Boy, has there been some funny stuff. There was actually, so the whole point of tonight, and I'll probably say it again when I switch over, but I was reading a thread that got necroed recently and I was like, how did I miss this? How did this go under the radar? Because this particular post is so fucking hilarious. And like, the guy who made the post is the person who necroed it. Like not a year, but maybe like half a year later, he comes back and he's like, guys, how's everyone doing? Haven't heard from you in so long. What's going on? I kind of want to talk to the guy because holy shit. Apparently he's not playing Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. He's just playing Magic the Gathering, but for some reason just made this like insane post. And there's an anime protagonist, Kane, who's like fighting the good fight. He's trying to change his mind, but Kane is fighting a losing battle. There was somebody else as well. I'll talk about them too. Like, they want to ban Phantom of Yubel, and for some reason it's so inconceivable for them to just run like cards they should already be running in order to stop Phantom of Yubel. It's like, bro, you have so many ways to negate and stop Spirit of Yubel. How are you having an issue? But no, first result is to ban. Gotta ban it. Alright. Gotta limit it to one. Ban the fucker, okay? It's not like Dark Ruler No More completely obsoletes the fucking deck, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. God, imagine using Dark Ruler No More. Imagine using Imperm. Imagine Cold Buy. Imagine literally anything. Just imagine. Imagine negating your own monster as well to stop the extender. Imagine. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. I think sorry, I think that's a bit of enough preamble for now. Let me get into it. Oh my god, look at that. I loaded up the right scene this time. Also, I have different music today because I'm tired. So this is what you're getting instead. If long-time viewers would know, this is the particular song that was being played during the smut book. Ah, yes. Good times, that was. Good times. So, this is the post that got necroed. And it has a lot of awards, which is kind of interesting. So you have a look at the awards, and it's 2 of everything. Weird. A bunch of clown awards, though, which is even more funnier. I love that. No, you know what? I'll give this guy an award, too. Why not? Now, with that out of the way. Oh, that's right, because I know there's a particular thing he says later. This is a perfect game with no flaws. I personally enjoy watching my opponent play solitaire. You should always scoop if you do not go first. And always remember to sit on the timer when you see your opponent playing a non-meta deck. We should ban Maxi because redacted you for attempting to interfere in my OTK negate hell. The game is perfect in all ways, and anyone who says otherwise are not smart, and I hope they step on a Lego. Like, I know this is a meme post, alright, but I can't tell what side he's on. There's too many things to deconstruct here. Like, one, who is sitting on the timer when versing a non-meta deck? Who's doing that? That's just weird, alright? I don't know if this is like... Maybe he's playing both sides and I'm just blown away by it. Max seems a bit too obvious. That is true. Well, actually, hold on. But, okay, I'm trying to take the satire for what it is, because like I can see where he's going with this. But that's good. Not because of the second part. Well, I guess I don't know. But like, unless, oh, actually, okay. I only skim read some of it, so I don't actually know if he does advocate for Maxi being like a positive. I know there's another thread that talks about Maxi and holy shit. That one went a bit off the rails. That one's a bit too long for tonight. Also, Papa Shrek was looking to the stream, by the way. But nah, I think I stepped on the Lego. Who hurt you? That guy made a song about what the fox says. Oh, here's Kane. I've seen Kane around recently, but man, Kane, you did good, alright. A lot of the going second problems are mitigated by hand traps, and cards like Triple Tactics, as well as just playing a deck that does well going second. We should definitely ban Maxi though. It's probably the most universally hated card in the game. It's not a fun interaction, it's a chore. Have you ever heard of Evenly Matched? It's your lord and savior. So is Fox just upset that, like, again, fucking awards, is he just upset that he can't win by going second? Like, that's it. And for some reason, I don't know why. I think the reason why I like going second, I don't think anybody likes watching their opponent play solitaire, but at the end of the day, like, there's only a few key things you have to pay attention to, like, you know, what deck they're playing, what cards they're activating. But, well, okay, I'm sure there's a few people out there that would already stop me there, but, like, pay attention, man. Like, if they're gonna search off of, like, Theosis, you probably want to Ash Theosis, but, you know, it's better to just complain about Arise Heart instead and hope that Arise Heart gets banned. I know that because, who was it? That was another thing that happened. Sorry. Evenly Matched should also be banned, to be honest. It's an unfair buzzkill card that rewards bad play and punishes good play. I don't know about that, Chaos. I feel like if you have good play, you'd have a negate for Evenly Matched. You lose your main phase 1 and battle phase by activating that card, and can be negated. It's fine as it is, just like Dark Ruler No More. Got an effect that don't allow you to deal damage to your opponent when it's used. At this point, we don't need less cards that deal with broken turn 1 boards. Only frustration I see with it is you now lost most of your board, and opponent now start doing his own toxic board, and it's now your turn to deal with that. I feel like I had a stroke halfway through this. Sorry, Astrolight. Only frustration I see with it is how you now lost most of your board, and the opponent is not doing his own toxic board. Okay, fair enough. You lost your combo opportunity, and now you have to watch their solitaire. Also, weaker decks lose hard to it, but in general, evently is needed. You could say Raigeki is an unfair card as well, because it's an easy board wipe. That's what I meant. Evenly is a card that ruins lower level play, and effectively widens the gap between rogue and meta needlessly. This is a bit... Are you sure? I mean, like... Depending on the rogue deck, I suppose. But if somebody sets one and passes, evenly doesn't do anything against that. It's a badly designed card that discourages interaction and rewards going second a little too much. Would you rather go first? Fenrir is... Fenrir? Oh, Kashtira Fenrir. Playing fucking Tag Force again, and I saw just like Fenrir just by itself, not Kashtira Fenrir, just Fenrir. I was like, that's a cool card for water monsters. It's a fair evenly, and yet even then, people talk about it needing to be banned or limited. I don't think it does, but that's another topic. Fenrir is the one that banishes a face-up card on the field if you activated a monster effect. I'm pretty sure, during the main phase. I think that's what it was. Oh, also, Papa Shackles. There was something I need to comment on. I haven't done it yet because I forgot about it, but the fucking rule change thing carries the entire deck by itself. I'm assuming that's why it's at 1 in Master Duel. I don't know what it is in the TCG or OCG, but it is kind of nuts that that card's a little crazy. The small ruling change that it's banned in the OCG. What? Fucking Christ. Oh, that's what Azurai was talking about. I think Kashtira is like completely neutered in OCG. I think that's what it was. Like the deck is completely fucking shafted. That's nuts that it's 3 in TCG though. Jesus. Oh, hang on. Azurai also sent me a thing I thought was very funny. Where was it? Oh, it's like horribly zoomed. Hang on. Oh, that's the one with fucking KBJ. Don't worry about that. It's the other one. Here it is. It's fucking massive. What the fuck? Oh yeah, the cool creativity that everybody is using. Where's the zoomed out version? Here it is. Absolutely phenomenal, by the way. Damn, bro. Damn. Here's something I didn't know. It was the price for Snake Eyes in general. Holy shit. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I didn't realize the cards were so expensive nowadays. My god. Go back C, so it's not allowed. Oh, I see. That's weird how OCG is balanced a little differently. I guess, I don't know when the shift happened. Maybe it is Max C, but there's definitely a shift in playstyles between TCG and OCG. Still though, can't wait for that ban list in August. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I'm sure Snake Eyes isn't going to be like permanently fucking destroyed. And Fiendsmith is going to be like perfectly fine to use for everybody. Oh, right, the ruling change I was thinking of, because this hit me the other day when using Eternal Favorite. I was like, oh, you can't actually use the secondary effect of Eternal Favorite because that's technically a continuous, even though it's a trap card, a continuous trap, the secondary effect can only be activated once it was already face up on the field, despite the first effect being able to use the be used the moment it's activated, which is Jesus Christ. That yesterday, I'm like, it actually hit me. I was like, man, why can't I just send the card when I activate it and use the effect? Like, that's the part I want to use. Because it happened against me against a Centurion deck, and I was like, I wish I could have used the card. I really do. I still want it, but like, my goodness, that would have certainly helped. Only that instant. For some reason, I've never come across that being a thing before. I guess it wouldn't really matter too much for continuous spells, because you'd activate them the moment you'd put them down and then use the effect to send themselves. It's only the trap where it lets you use the effect, but not the good effect. Unless you activate it during your opponent's like draw phase and then chain it to some. Actually, even then, I don't know if you can chain it. I didn't try that. Because it's does it still count as a trap effect with a spell speed too? Like, does that thing? Fucking hell. But that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I can see why it's a bit of like a, I guess sort of. I mean, I haven't played any other decks that have a continuous trap with an effect like that. I don't think I have anyway. I wonder if the Valence one is kind of like that, actually, and I think about it. Or even the, well, no, I think the Horus one you'd still be able to use, even if you changed it to, like, your opponent activating something. Weird. Very weird. But I suppose it would be pretty unbalanced if you could just activate it and use the Super Poly effect. I guess at that point, why not just use Super Poly? Whatever, anyway. Raigekki's unfair as well as just an easy board wipe. They're not even remotely on the same power level. I mean, you literally wiped the field, my guy. Plus, Raigeki was banned for most of its life when it would have been relevant. We're at the point where destruction effects are either protected from or floating monsters. Evenly is a face-down banish, the most permanent form of removal, and the wording means that it forces the OP to do the action. Any due to an opponent's card effect written on cards wouldn't even trigger at all. Yeah, this is why it's really good for going second. In a roundabout way, comparing evenly to Raigeki can be taken as a statement that needs to be banned anyway. I mean, like, if Raigeki gave up your battle phase in order for you to use it, I don't know, man. There's just so much shit that happens in the graveyard now, and so much shit that happens when, like, this card leaves the field. Man, that other guy, who wants Phantom of Yubel to be banned, just fucking use evenly, cunt. then they're fucked. Whatever, no, that's too complicated. I really hope this isn't a Roach sympathizer post. I actually wonder if, because I don't know if Fox goes to that end. He probably will, but we'll see. It definitely is. Only a Roach defender would think that Max C is the only way to stop OTK and negate decks. Here we go. We should ban Max C, as that was the only thing wrong with the game, and is what we should only focus on. Okay, I noticed that he does end up editing quotes, but you know, not yet. He does do it eventually. But it's not the only thing people want fixed with the game. Like, it's just pretty bad. I say we should unban all cards and set the timer to at least 700 seconds and refresh 100 seconds per action. Alright. Not to say the game is not perfect in every way already, but to make it more perfect. I pray to the Konami gods that a true era of Utopia falls upon us. A future meta to save us. May we finally be blessed with a card that reads, if this is in your deck, you win the game when you go first. Then I am sure true joy will finally be upon us. This is quite the post. I don't know what he means by this. Maybe he is just salty about not winning the coin flip and just going second. But he's using riddles. I don't understand. I can't get the full context of why he's saying this. He's a wordsmith. Because I understand the, you know, quote-unquote reverse sarcasm by being like, oh yeah, we should totally just make it even more powerful for the person who's going first. Absolutely, fully agree. Wait. Oh, this is, I thought because he edited this, I was assuming it was the previous one. Never mind. Don't try talking to these people. They are fundamentally flawed. Oh, come on. You can talk to them. That's all right. They're not that bad. Just don't play the game, honestly. It's redacted, I can agree. But complaining here won't do anything, because their opinion doesn't matter at all. And Konami can't care less about yours. Take care of yourself and move on. Alright. Just like Yugi Boomers! Just like Yugi Boomers, opinions don't matter! Crazy that! I love it when people act like they're above this game and call it redacted, but still decide to tell as many people as possible they think it's redacted. Then get mad when people call them out on being a whiner with a skill issue. Alright, how did Fox handle that? I don't think he's gonna handle it very well. Oh no, this is somebody different. Okay, right, to the move on stuff. Can you not see that it is you and me that need to adopt a new way of thinking? Playing to turn 3 is not optimal. The meta demands we adapt or die. The true meta needs us to win or lose on turn 1. Oh, wise and optimal meta players, please pity us non-meta mortals, as we have not risen to the true meta game that the Konami gods truly want from us. Please help us rise up from our mortal coil of playing to turn 4 and beyond. Teach us the forbidden ways of the one-turn meta so that none may see turn 4, no, turn 2 ever again. They're just like this here, guys. Fucking Trump's plug. What the fuck? Sorry, it's so hard to like try and grasp what Fox is desperately trying to say, because it's under so many layers of sarcasm. I just can't get it. There's no way he's actually upset. I don't think he's upset. I don't think he's that upset. I think he just lost to like Junk Speeder and was like, nah, bro. Nah. I'm not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever again. Just wants to shitpost. All of his responses have been just shitposts. It's like, I did see what was ahead, and like, it doesn't get any better. Well, I mean, that depends what your definition of better is. It doesn't, there's no substance any further on. Because obviously he doesn't, I don't think he just wants to, he doesn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright? He's not here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! But can't seem to understand. I think there was somebody else like this too. Oh! Was that Arcanite guy? I don't think they would even negotiate that the game is somewhat playable in its current state. Like, that's not even like an iota of a thought that people can just play. No, it's only turn 1. Full negate boards. Can't play. Joker Farmer Award. Speaking of the awards, I know it gets, actually I'll wait till it gets mentioned. No, you're a little silly. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never had any flaws, so long as Hero lives on. One day. Ends on turn 2. Yeah. Oh, Papa Shankles, is that the... Because what was it? Using the Sky Striker deck makes me very happy, because it, like, forces a turn 2 and onwards. Like, it keeps the game going. Even if my opponent can't really play anymore, I can't kill them. So like, we're just gonna have to keep playing and see what happens. Oh my god, Papa Shriggles, you survived to turn 3? No way. No way. That's a myth. That's forbidden, Papa Shekels. No one's ever seen turn 3. Come on now. Come on now. Holy shit, though. Holy shit. But no, it's all OTKs. It's all OTKs and negate spams. 100%. Konami doesn't read forums, and wouldn't listen to you if they did. Complaining is not condoning. Even the supporters admit that the lack of transparency is an issue. Although, they also point out that telling us is the real reason would cause even more backlash. I'm gonna send this guy a friend request. I like I like the way he speaks. Please. Thank you. I just like how he talks. How dare you insult the great and omnipotent Konami! Not that they have even to need bothering to hear what we mere mortals have to say on the matter, as everything they have ever done has been perfect. Other children's card games are nothing to Master Duel. What could you possibly teach a meta player that has reached the very feet of the Konami gods themselves? They are among the chosen who get to worship and adore the flawless works that Konami has made. More than that, how dare you assume that Konami is not perfect? They have no need of transparency. Their works are beyond your imagination. So great is its design, were they to explain it to you, you would simply die on the spot. This guy. I like that he's not making any points, but holy shit, I just like what he says. I feel bad for everybody who's like, you know, deciphering what he's saying and trying to like talk him down in some sense. All it does is just add more fuel to him, honestly. Just gives him more Konami nonsense to spew. Very funny. Plenty of games go past turn 2. You're just being dramatic. No. Enjoy it. No, none. No turns. Only turn 2. Only turn 2. There's no such thing as a turn 3. Games for them don't go past 2 turns, because that's how long until they lose. Instead of getting better at the game, they'd rather spend their time screaming into the void. Against Memento. How did Memento last that long, Papa Shekels? What in the heck? Well, it is Memento, Papa Shekels. They've got a very long combo to go through, alright? The new fusion is crazy. Oh, the like... I haven't seen it. I know what it is. I just haven't seen it. This recursion. Oh my god. Gakazordon, welcome to the stream as well. Doing pretty good. Checking out Fox over here. Fox has got some cool stuff to say. That is pretty nutty though, Papa Shekels. I would like to see those come to Master Duel. I don't know how long that's going to take though, but because I already have all the other Memento cards. I got the deck raring to go. The only reason why I don't play it is because there's 2 reasons. 1, it's more inclined to go first with Mementos, and 2, like I feel kind of bad making my opponent like sit through me just popping my own cards for like fucking 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes just to put down like a 5k beater. Like, okay. What are we spilling? So Fox has made, hang on, let me mark this. Fox has made one hell of a shit post, and people are responding to him. This is dug up from before. The reason why it was dug up is because Fox himself came back and was like, "Hi guys, how's it going? It's been a while." So I don't know why he did that, but I didn't see this before, and it was one hell of a thread because fucking Fox has said some hilarious shit. Nothing of substance though, like no actual opinions were ever given, but it did spark some conversation from other people. Yu-Gi-Oh? Yes, this is from Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah. Perfect game, no flaws. Only 2-turn games. Only 2 turns. But speaking of the shit that Fox says though. Yes! I am sorry for my and other failures to end the game on turn 1 and 2. And yes, I know we have failed you. No. Konami itself, in the fact that games have reached past 6+ turns once in a blue moon. With your help, I am sure we can burn out the last cinders of the resistance to the meta. Please reforge all in your meta. I don't know what the fuck he's saying anymore. Any that cannot be reforged should be burned and shunned away from this children's card game. Clearly, it is you and the other chosen meta warriors that will surely lead us all into the dream of the one true meta. Let us all eventually use nothing but hand negates. Let us all use nothing but FTK. The meta player tenets are as follows. 1. Shine down your indignation upon the meta players. Never gonna Giyu. I'm assuming that's how you say that. Thank you for the follow as well. 2. The non-meta player needs your scorn. What the fuck? 3. You must only be snarky and sound annoyed when dealing with the non-meta player. 4. Remember, the non-meta player is subhuman. They are vermin to be crushed beneath your heel. Should they not submit? Well, I don't know where he's pulling this from. People have been very nice to him. What the fuck? Max is a Lord and Savior. If I could ask Fox one thing, I genuinely want to know his opinion on specifically Max C. Nothing else. But never gonna. Welcome to the stream as well. P.S. You are doing a great job. The Konami gods are surely blessing your RNG as we speak. May you never see turn 2. Who are you who are you talking to? What the fuck? What am I looking at? This is the Steam discussions for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And holy shit, this guy's very unique. He's very unique, alright? One of a kind. A wordsmith, if you will. But, whatchamacallit? I don't know who he's directing this at. Because only the first part, this, was pretty much directed at these two. Everything else that he's shat out, I don't know what the fuck this is even the point of. I don't know. This game is somewhat more diverse right now. Oh my god, Kane. Your whining and annoyingly blatant sarcasm will get you absolutely nowhere. If you can't play the game, just say you can't, and that you're hard stuck bronze because Celtic Guardian Pass was never a viable strategy. Extremely bold of you to assume things about people. I didn't realize playing DDD and Galaxy Eyes made me meta, but I guess to you, anything that isn't vanilla and printed in 2001 would be pretty OP, huh? This is something I actually do wonder. A lot of people do say, like, oh, you know, you meta scum, all you meta players are one. I think just because you lose to, like, some rogue-ass deck doesn't really make it meta, my guy. Like, I can imagine... Oh, yeah, actually, I was about to say Galaxy Eyes is a good example of this, where it's like, yeah, Galaxy Eyes is pretty strong. They're not good, but they're pretty strong, alright? I would... Oh, man, I wish I liked Galaxy Eyes, because they seem really cool, but I guess it's not for me, really. I'll stick with my Super Quants and see how that goes, but that's probably meta if I can, like, get out fucking the great Mech King Magnus on, like, the first turn, then he'd be like, fucking, what? I can't do anything with it, but evenly matched, though. I actually wonder if evenly matched would affect it. Curious. Anyway, instead of asking for advice and learning how to play, you're just sitting here being a toxic troll. Please upgrade your material from 2006, along with the deck that you're probably using from the exact same year. I personally would rephrase this to just ask him what deck he's using, because I am curious. Play Super Quantums? Well, not legitimately. That's the last deck I made recently, because I was like, I haven't touched it in so long. I want to, like, fix it up and, like, try using it. Mainly, I enjoy playing heroes, and recently it was, like, Sky Strikers, and then even more recently, as of, like, a couple weeks ago, I got the Yubel stuff, because I was like, oh, dude, I like Yubel. Yubel's pretty neat. Yubel's also dangerously strong, which is why I'm making it shit by putting it with heroes. Oh, it's like, fucking Gagazon, when I saw that, that was so fucking funny. Holy shit. That fucking Ancient Gear player, though, goddamn. You meta player, dude. Ancient Gear's meta, though? That was so funny. It is crazy. I don't like... Oh, you guys probably didn't see this, but, yeah. The amount of, like, Snake Eyes... Holy shit. There's so many. There's so many compared to literally any other deck. Fucking hell. Evenly only works if your opponent can't negate it, or lets you use the card out of pity, so not really. Actually, evenly being a hand trap, and also specifically a trap, is surprisingly not counted often. since very few meta decks run non-monster effect negates, and even fewer non-meta decks run the appropriate negates at all. The only meta-relevant cards are that come to mind that can stop evenly matched are Apollousa. Excuse me? What? How does Apollousa stop evenly matched? What? I'm assuming that's what Apo means, right? And not like something else. I don't know how that's possible, but sure. Ex-Pearly, no, I don't know what fucking Pearlies do. I'm inclined to agree. Do not stop evenly? Okay, because I was gonna say, like, that's... Apollousa is only monster negates. Borrowload, Savage Dragon. I think this is an Omni negate. I'm pretty sure. And Baron. Your Baron's also an Omni negate. This is why you, like, fake out the Baron first. And then you do the thing. Wish she was that strong. Yeah, your opponent just can't play any cards. At all.
Yeah, my Apollousa can negate your triple tactics,
What the fuck was the card going?
triple tactics thrust. So you're not stealing my Apollousa.
There may be a few more, but evenly is very good for this exact reason. It can only be stopped by Omni negates. Very rare. And I think a lot of people get Apollousa confused with Omni negates, because there are a fair few people that do complain about the Omni negate scourge that plagues Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's not that bad. There's really not that many. There was that Arcanite guy who's like,
bro, do you like your 5 negates per turn and like 3 hand traps?
I'm like, dude, that doesn't happen. I don't know where you're getting that information from. Fucking hell. Very rare spell trap negates. Most meta negates are monster, just not monster effects. It's just monster effects. Yeah. Really strong board bakers. It is pretty crazy. There was a duel I had with Kashtira's where I'm so used to just being like, oh well, it's a Kashtira player, I guess I'm fucked then. And then after double checking, I was like, wait, nothing stops just plain ass Raigeki. Oh, okay, I guess I'll put down Raigeki, and then there's a board clear, and then my opponent scoops. I'm like, wow, alright. Fuck. Light and Darkness Dragon? I have rarely ever seen Light and Darkness Dragon. That'd be cool. Papa Shekels, how are you getting 3 Raigeki? Oh, I guess in real life. Okay, fair. It's like Master doesn't allow 3 Raigeki. Oh my god. 2 Lightning Storm is insane. I'm a bit iffy on Lightning Storm because if I get multi-roll first before that, well then Lightning Storm doesn't really do anything. There was that time during the Skull Servant Triad event where I had to banish my own Skull Servant card so I could actually use Lightning Storm. So stupid. Storm is that too. Storm's limited in the TCG? Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's just a Harpy's Feather Duster, basically. So your opponent can't play Solitaire in the 30 seconds per turn speed duel event. Well, they can attempt to before losing to a timeout. Granted, most people probably feel 30 seconds is too short for me. There must have been a tryout duel around this time period, because this is, again, from last year. For me, it feels just right. I'm loving it. We'll probably binge Master Duel for more in these few days, and I've played all year. Same year. Fucking fox. I only graced this game for a mere few months, so I do not... Only a few months? Alright. I mean, that's plenty of time. How much? Oh, it doesn't say. So I do not know what things were like in 2001 or 2006. You seem to have grown up on the meta. I feel like I should be pronouncing that differently because of how he says it. Like, the meta. And have attempted to adapt to it. I was born in it. Bro. My card library may be small, but it's being crafted and forged into pure meta. You are indeed extremely bold to state the makeup of your meager deck when in the presence of your betters. I can hope they shine their light upon me and reforge me in their burning indignation and come out a perfect meta player. You are a mere stepping stone to the true meta players. It seems you will never grow and may be stuck in the past, like the other Yugi boomers. Fox, I don't know where this is coming from. Like, part of me thinks that none of his posts so far have been directed at anybody. It's more just like a blanket statement that covers anybody in the thread that remotely engages with him. in the slightest. Not particularly Kane, alright? Vice is complaining. I'm assuming, actually, Gargan, now you mentioned that, I'm assuming a lot of his posts are movie quotes or something reforged to be about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's one that struck me off guard that was so fucking funny, and it just looks like he replaced a couple of words with, like, Boomer and Konami. Swear to God. But I don't know enough movie quotes to know where these, like, speeches are coming from. The endless negates smile on me and you poor Yugi boomers. I will eventually adapt to the meta while you sink into a quagmire of your own ineptitude. I pity you. You have no wisdom for the great endgame meta. You say words like DDD and Galaxy Eyes. And I don't even know what those cards are. No, I have no need to know what they are. Only the true meta compels me. Oh, okay, so... I wonder if this guy came back now, would he be using Snake Eyes? Just curious. Just curious. This is also funny, because, I mean, I think Galaxy Eyes is considered a rogue deck. I don't know what DDD does. I fucking have never seen DDD. Not since, like, pendulums existed. I don't know what DDDs are capable of nowadays. I heard they're really good, though. Like... I don't know, man. If you're having trouble with the game, it might be worth looking up different decks that may appeal to your playstyle just a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay, you do you. What a fool I was to think you were among the feet of the Konami gods when you merely cast your nose up at others in mockery of the great ones, a mere mimicry of the ones casting their shadow over you. My guy, please. As someone who actively types novels worth of words in the forums, even I have to sit here and ask, what the hell is happening in this forum? Absolutely no fucking clue. Absolutely no clue at all. Yeah, too much free, but games do go past turn 2 quite frequently. No, they don't. No, they don't. They never do. No. Not according to anyone. Ever. No. Alright. Have fun with whatever this insanity is. I'm gonna go play more Master Duel. You should seek a therapist. This card game has clearly scarred you for life. It's fucked him up mentally. Tried a long speech. Like, the guy's commitment to the bit is pretty impressive, alright? If he's just, like, typing out these grandiose shit posts, alright? It's pretty impressive. But, my god. Wait. Where was this? This wasn't even, like, from the thread. What? It's hilarious when you look at the ranked game log. All my wins are from going first, and all my losses are from going second. Great game balance. You know the outcome before it's... Bro, that's... I mean, yeah, it's what we call a skill issue. I can't imagine having a deck that's specifically designed around going first. That would just be, like, monotonous. Why would you do that? Fuck. I dwell amidst the abounding light of the meta. Come forth, meta of the gods. Indignation. Why is he like this? Holy shit. The thing with Maxi is you can never use it on your already done board when your opponent starts playing turn 2. Wait. Oh, so you can even use it on it. That's what I meant. Now, not only your opponent has to break your board, they also need to be ready for whatever card you draw as the summon goes on. Extra disruption check, recovery check. So this is interesting in comparison to the... Where was it? I know it's here somewhere. Oh my god, it can't be that far back, right? Yeah, here it is, this thread. Somebody... Actually, I'll just bring it up real fast, because I think I read this post last time. Well, I said last time, like several days ago. One of the last things that was said blew me away, actually. Not that. It was by the OP. Here it is. Here it is.
Even with the new restrictions, the new Maxi is broken AF.
Fuck. Just like Molchami is so broken, dude. It's basically Maxi 3. Alright, come on now.
Considering the worst Molchami, Perulia, won my opponent's game against me. He drew a new card, drew a hand trap, used it, drew a new card, used the new hand trap, but you don't have to use the new hand trap immediately, alright? But, you know, it's good that you could engage with your opponent. Do you not want them to, like, you know, interact? Do you just want to, like, play your board by yourself in your own room? Like, you're having a duel, my guy. There's 2 people here. What are you talking about? And then proceeded to full combo me. That was literally a non-game. I didn't do anything. Yeah, you played your turn 1. That's what you did, my guy. What are you talking about? The jellyfish? Yes, the jellyfish. So there's Mole Chummy, I believe, draws a card on a normal summon. Mole Charmy is the other one, another new one that came out. And it's basically Maxi, like draw a card on a special summon from the extra deck. Specifically, I think there's one for, it's now live in the TCG. Oh my god. Beast is worst. Yeah, there's I don't know if there's gonna be more Molcharmies coming out, because I think people have said like, oh, there's gonna be another one for special summons from the graveyard, which I guess would be good against a Horus player. Like having a Max C per situation would be pretty interesting. Oh, deck and extra deck. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's the one I saw. Okay, yeah, I missed the one that was like just the special summons. That's funny as fuck though, that like the main problem with Maxi was the fact that the person who played turn 1 gets an even stronger card in their hand with Maxi. Like they just lay down their board of negates, use Maxi, and then you're basically fucked. All right, but with this new card, it's entirely incentivized for the, well, okay, I guess maybe you can argue, all right, that if you draw a whole bunch of cards, you draw your hand traps, all right, your opponent ends with like a full board and you get all these extra cards in your hands, like so much gas in your hands, you put down evenly matched, and it's like, well, I don't understand where the line is between people wanting to go second and wanting to go first, because like if you willingly pick first and you get your fucking ass destroyed by somebody else who was designed to go second, yeah, that's kind of on you, all right? Because if you know what deck your opponent is playing, there was another guy. I keep bringing this up. It's just so many people that do this. Oh my god, what the fuck is all this shit? Okay. I want to finish the Fox thread first before I get to that one. What the fuck, though? All right. Sorry, hold on. This one. Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. He was complaining that, like, oh, you Bells just do an OTK on turn 2. If you know you're going up against U-Bells, and granted, there are a few U-Bells running about because, you know, it's a pretty strong deck. New Death Tier post? Wait. Oh, right. I'm gonna read this tonight, but hang on. Did he respond at all yet? I'll read it later. But, okay. Yes. He hasn't responded yet. I'm waiting for him to respond so badly. The Phantom of Yubel thing, like, you should probably realize that your opponent is going to be playing, like, Yubel or, like, Makankos or something, and, well, I guess you can't really exactly tell that, alright? Unless they have their deck decked out with, like, the Loving Defender card sleeves, which, you know, I'm sure every Yubel player does that. If you're afraid of being OTK'd, go second. Just go second. I don't know if I can stress that enough. It's so easy to, sure, you don't want to watch your opponent play solitaire, whatever the fuck, who cares, all right? Just go second and you don't complain about anything anymore, all right? All your problems are gone. Suddenly you can no longer be OTK'd. I guess, well, actually, never mind. The new complaint would be the fact that you keep getting FTK'd. So I guess it doesn't matter then. It just doesn't matter. Mind you, it's not quite as powerful when they actually have a battle phase to work with, and not every deck can survive having its board broken, even if they aren't OTK'd, and have an arbitrary number of cards in hand. Takes advantage of that. That is true. I don't know if Konami is, because I know Yubel is good both going first and second. Personally, from using it, I would want to go second more so than first. Mainly because... Okay. I haven't used the particular meme deck that everyone's running around with the Unchained cards and whatnot, because I'm too poor to afford those. Just playing like normal Yubel though is pretty nuts, because usually on the first turn you'd be able to make Phantom of Yubel to stop any like Apolloses or any Barons or anything like that, which is nice. Arabian Sandbows, oh my god, simply. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Holy shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, a lot of more modern decks seem to... I mean, there's Makankos. Makankos is like entirely going second. I have encountered this as well. The sweaty version of Yubel. If I could afford it, I'd use it. But I don't know if I want to burn the extra like ultra rares. I still haven't crafted an SP Little Knight yet. I don't know if I want to. Because I know it's going to be one of those cards where like if I do craft it, then it's going in like every deck. Like it doesn't matter what deck it is, just going in it. I don't have it yet because I know that's going to force me to use it a little bit. But I don't have the Unchained cards, and I don't want to like burn the ultra rare stuff for it, sadly. Like, it's kind of cracked. It's because I learned this the other day when I was talking to Azurai, is that nobody uses like Nightmare Phoenix anymore, because Little Knight is just Nightmare Phoenix. It's just a better version of it. And I was like, oh, okay, you have more options with Little Knight, so it's just better in that regard. However, the amount of times Little Knight has like, my opponent usually like ends on something with Little Knight, right? And I find it so funny. I can just put down Stratos and then just attack over it. It's so weak. It's so weak in comparison. Built the deck completely. Thankfully, the Yubel cards in themselves are like pretty cheap. It's only like super rares and just a couple like a handful of ultra rares, right? So it's super cheap to make. Just even the base Yubel package, which is already good enough as it is. When compared to Snake Eyes, where Snake Eyes is like fucking 50 ultra rares, and it's like, how do you, like, what the fuck? The deck is like way harder to make in comparison. Art Phoenix, goddamn, those were the days. Although I didn't really use Phoenix that much. I've only recently started using it because I, well, you know, can't make Little Knight. It's my only other option. Anyway, sorry. But I was okay. Bad players are bad at playing through boards going second and can only win going first. That's the difference between bad and good players. I do like going second specifically because I enjoy playing through my opponent's like minefield. That's the part I enjoy about Yu-Gi-Oh! If Arcanite ever wants to talk about it, that's what I like about going second. But we'll see. Oh yeah, never gonna. So KBJ sold me the Yubel Loving Defender Forever, mainly because nobody uses it, but I really like the card. I think it looks so cool. I didn't realize how expensive that fucking card was in the TCG. I'm like, shit, man, that fucking card's expensive as fuck. What the hell? Even looking at it too, like on this, there's the Yubel deck here. It's like nearly $1,000. Like, fuck, dude. Fuck. I can't imagine playing the paper game. Like, there's definitely packs I would like to buy in the future, but holy shit. You're gay guy. What are you fusing with Yubel? Like, how are you, wait, what? Papa Shekels, how are you getting like Yubel in that deck as well? Oh, wait. No, I was just thinking like, it's like $10 now? Oh my god. No, this is the special version of Defender. Just because of Fiendsmith. Oh, right. Right, fair enough. Wait, hang on. No, okay, now I know he's fucking taking the piss. I've heard this quote before. Indian players. Die, Despia. You don't belong in this world. It is not by my meta that I was once again given wits. I was brought here by meta players who wish to pay me tribute. You steal men's decks. And he's just got the entire Symphony of the Night fucking thing here. All right, so okay. Just because this is the one that I do recognize, I don't think they were all taken from quotes from other things. All right, surely not. Okay, surely not. You steal men's decks and make them your mirror. Perhaps the same could be said of all meta decks. Your words are as empty as your soul. Yugi Boomers, ill needs a savior such as you. What is a Yugi Boomer? A miserable pile of cards? But enough talk. How about you? Fizzy lifting drinks. I'm sure somebody else is going to get the quote. Yeah, no, this is weird AF. No. Filipino Enjoy, you should know where this is from. It's pretty well known. I know that more than the Bane quote from earlier, but alright. Just wish people had minds of their own instead of copying the same build over and over. Gets repetitive in the same deck full time, yet the same deck over and over. What is a man? A miserable pile. It's phrasing. Sorry. It's phrasing an iconic castle. Oh, somebody did get it. Who is this? Herald of Opera? Hell yeah. If I were the sort to waste real money on fake points, I'd probably give them an award. Oh, okay. Is this going to come up soon? Because I know there's a talk about why he has so many fucking awards, and it is a little ridiculous. As a professional Master Duel player, I personally enjoy the game in the greatest, easiest first turn killing of my opponent. Second turns bring me great sadness and I quit the game. Okay, this has to be a shitpost. Has to be. No way.
Professional means you get paid to do it, which means that technically Yugi-tubers have more of a claim than being professional players than people who win tournaments.
That's funny. That's funny to think about. We're really gonna back this dumb argument. Sorry, go back to this dumb argument. Oh, did this come up before? Okay, I have not seen this post made by Herald before, but that's funny as fuck. Jesus, what the hell happened here? I've never seen a more egregious waste of my points in my life. Okay, what was the date difference? It's just a time difference. It's only been like a day. Rubber banded packs. Oh my god. Yeah, I honestly feel it's like a psyop or something. The fact this is the most awarded post on this forum? Nah. I think OP just gave himself the awards. Nice. Nice. Short of the clown and poetry, there's only one of each. That's funny. That, I'm guessing at the... Hang on, let me mark this. I'm guessing at the time of making this, he didn't have the clown awards. Now he's got a fair few. I'm more confused about the second. I just want to know why Fox came back. Like, to dig up this thread for, like, presumably no reason after, like, half a year of just leaving it. I want to know what happened. There's got to be some reason. Surely some reason. Either that, or someone didn't realize they just gave out $192 worth of Steam points to someone who will never touch this game again, because they hate it. Bravo, sir. I redacted hate this game too. Here, have all my points. I don't know if this was the case. If it was just a mystery person that did it, could be he did make another account, because I know that does get brought up. I don't really value the awards. I don't know why you'd want everyone, like all of them. There was something funny though. I know Kane says it later, and when I was rereading this, I thought it was so funny. I just had to give him like everything, all of my awards, every single one. I got way too many fucking points. Seems likely you are mad because Fox get many award.
Seems likely you are mad because Fox get many award point just to tell less or more the truth about the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! In an ironic way. But don't take it seriously. This is a clown forum. What do you expect?
Yeah, everyone in the Yu-Gi-Oh! subreddit, everyone in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Steam Discussions is just a clown.
Smart people trying to tell people what cards to ban and fixing Yu-Gi-Oh! Problems.
games to get Steam points. Is there actually? I guess because what it's like. I have never thought to do the math before. I don't know if it's exactly $192 because I don't think you can. Well, I'd have to buy a game to check, but I'm assuming it's like $1 equals 100 points. I imagine. I don't know. I also don't know why I have so many points. I don't buy that many games. But I guess you know, one game is enough to completely fill up on awards, I suppose. Emphasis on the less. Solitaire is only done by certain decks, and it can be mitigated with hand traps. You do not need to go first to win. I've literally never seen people sit on the timer when a non-meta deck is played. Oh, he's bringing up the original post. Yeah, this is the thing I'm really concerned about. Why did Fox say that? Because that's such a weird thing to say. Yeah, Gagasordan. It is just like Steam cosmetic stuff from the Steam shop. Most of which I don't really care. I've already gotten the ones I like, and I'm not gonna like check back every single day to see if there's anything to do. I got what I wanted. That's it. Now I just accrue points forever. We in fact should ban Maxi because it causes more problems than people think it solves. The game is most certainly not perfect, but this entire post is just blatantly incorrect and driven by incompetent rage and scathing sarcasm. The only correct thing is that these forums are indeed crazy. I can attest to that. They don't do much. Oh, I think that does get brought up here. Somebody did mention, I don't know if it's those badges or whatever, but you can apparently like get XP using Steam points. I don't know how the fuck that works. Or you can use them on like trading cards or some shit like that. I haven't actually delved into like the Steam side of Steam outside of the gaming aspect of the Steam platform. I just play the games, but maybe one day I'll have a look at what else is on the fucking launcher. All right, I'll just have a look. It's not hard to come up with actual valid complaints instead of all the incessant whining. Here, watch. Gem prices are absolutely absurd. If you spend money on this game's gem packs, you're actively screwing yourself over. Just playing 30 minutes a day for a month will earn you over 8,000 gems for free. Why would you spend hundreds of dollars when you can get plenty just for sitting there and playing cards? Over half the gems to be earned here don't even require winning. This is also the prices for gems are fucking insane. But I will admit Konami is a bit generous with like, you know, handing out so many during events and stuff. It's kind of nice, especially when compared to other free-to-play games. All right, that don't do things like that. Oh, that's why Papa Shackles. Okay. Interesting. The game servers are absolute ass cheeks. That wasn't redacted. And Konami needs to invest all the money they've been taking from people. They've been taken from people hand over fist to improve it. The game needs more solo content and a smart bot enough to play custom decks so that you can practice against certain meta strategies or have a better testing ground. So it's interesting Kane says this because we're going to get back to this in a little bit, all right? But the rewards are nice. Yeah, usually whenever an event comes out, I just play for the gems. Like the WCQ, I didn't really care about getting to the end. I just wanted the gems, and that's it for me. I think because after level 15, you don't really get anything. That's it. Oh, that's what it is, Pumper Shackles. I see. I wish I was like into the trading card aspect of it, because I looked at that and I was like, that's pretty cool. But I don't really have like any cards. And I think in order to get the XP from it, you have to complete a set. I was like, nah, dude, that's too much, right? That's too much. I don't play enough like Terraria and things. Konami needs to implement a past format system for casual duels, forcing players to use older cards with older ban lists, so people can play things like GOAT format and Edison. Additionally, allow casual duels to count towards solo mode games for the daily mission.
This way people can at least earn some gems without having to jump into ranked or beat up the Monarch bot for the 50th time. Nice choice of bot. I usually pick the Gradius bot for some reason. I don't know why. Ban Maxi. The roach causes more harm than good. At any point, when somebody says,
It'll keep the combo decks in check,
or
it's good to go second,
just reply with,
okay, but what if they go full combo and then just max C? You on your turn.
or
But what if you get max C'd and then they go into full combo afterwards?
the only decks that Maxi is good for are certain control and stun decks. And last time I checked, people really hate
Not being able to play the game.
and those are the exact kinds of decks that are the greatest offenders of that complaint. Steam is not just worth anything. That's pretty funny. I like the concept of it. Assuming you had like, well, actually, I don't know how the cards work outside of like, let's say you can trade with your friend who has like other duplicates of cards that you may need to finish your set. I like the concept of that. I guess it's like baseball cards or something. But I don't know. That's as far as I got with that. I've never actually tried to do anything with it. He can't give himself awards. That doesn't work. Probably someone like Sanyo. Name drop. That was the guy from the other day. Or the other complainer who had more points than Brain Cells gave him the points. I'm surprised Sanyo hasn't showed up in this particular thread. I mean, all to count. But either way, it's too suspicious is all. There have been posts more articulate and hype that that people who hate current Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel were all over. Yet these posts would maybe get an award or two at most. Is what it is and all that. Just seems weird is all. To me, it doesn't look as fishy because I've seen it happen on other forums where someone makes a dumb post and some dum-dum with a lot of points gives one of each award to show he agrees with the post and makes it look like some hot topic post. Such an example would be an anti-KBD thread on the Tekken forums. Good riddance. Where it was only like 3 to 4 people actually agreeing with the subject, and one of them was the OP. Yet, that had tens of thousands of points awarded to it. And that's fair. I can really see this happening. Dude, more awards.
This hand of mine glows with an awesome FTK.
Again, like... Oh, wait, no, I think I have heard this before.
It's burning the gate tells me to defeat you. Take this, my love and my love, my anger, and all of my sorrow. Shining meta.
I feel like whatever this is, I've heard it before, but I don't know what it's in. I don't know what it is. It's a soul burner quote. Oh, okay, okay. Damn, Fox, where is he getting these from? Like, I just want to know how he crafts these and why, like, even add things to, like, this isn't a response, Fox. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shining Draw is this thing. Ah, I see. I see. It's literally yapping. This is why I don't get why Fox came back. He's, like, not providing anything of substance. I don't even watch trains. Oh man, I need to watch more than just GX. One day I'll educate myself on 5Ds and maybe enjoy like Synchro Shokan at some point. Maybe. I really haven't seen 5Ds yet. Apparently that's one of the best ones. Huh, so you're just editing people's posts now. This entire thing is a farce. Oh, so this is where he did it, right. I don't know. I guess this is pretty telling because of what Fox did here, but it's not hard to come up with redacted complaints instead of facts. Here, watch. Ban Maxi because it's the only problematic card. He didn't say that, but alright. Emphasis on the less because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a perfect game. I don't think he said that. Solitaire is only done by 50% of decks and can be mitigated with hand traps, so you better have your deck full of them. Didn't say that. You need to go first in order to win if you play the meta. Didn't say that. I've literally never seen people sit on the timer when a non-meta deck is played because I never play non-meta and I would never admit to sitting on the timer. I didn't say that, right? We in fact should ban Max C because it is the only problem in Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't say that. But the game is almost perfect, but we need to ban Max C. I mean, like, is this a cry for help, Fox? I don't understand. This entire post is blatantly incorrect and driven by incompetent rage and scathing sarcasm. The only thing correct is that these forums are indeed crazy. Wow, hang on, was that actually real? That might have been a quote. Maybe, I don't know if this is right, but whatever, I'll believe it for now. Oh, I haven't. I think I've heard things of it though. I missed out on Zexal though, because I saw a little, like maybe like a couple episodes of Arc V. I feel like I know more about what happens in Arc V than I do in fucking Zexal. I've completely missed Zexal. Soup. I almost thought this was a fucking Valve dev for a minute. Speaking of, I'm actually surprised a Valve dev hasn't locked this down yet. They lock down like the dumbest shit that just gets like necroed basically like about a month or so after it was initially posted. It's like, well, you know, it's been too long, lock it down. This one was like half a year old. It's been up for like a couple days now. What's going on? I've come. Oh, all right, this is the other thing I wanted to read too. I didn't read this, but this seems like a genuine complaint.
I have come here to rant. After reading through whatever the hell happened here, I swear this forum is an infinite cycle of people who hate the game showing back up, repeating brain-dead takes about the game they hate or refuse to adapt to, and then refuse to just find different ways to play or put in the effort to. Instead of leaving a normal people with basic problem-solving skills, they'd rather latch onto the forums and spew vitriol. I'd believe this statement / belief of, we don't hate the game, we just hate what it has become. If they were more rational about the whole thing in the first damn place, and if they actually tried the current state of the game instead of complaining from seemingly anecdotal things that are very quickly proven wrong by just playing.
Dude, I live this moment, like, please. But nobody would ever agree with that. Not a single person.
Also, I rarely see actual, genuine issues being talked about that weren't emotional takes about the state of the game itself, such as ones Kane526 has already stated. Seriously, are we quite behind?
Wow, this guy actually read like all the posts up to this point. I thought he was just memeing. He did actually read everything.
Seriously, we are quite behind on the cards releases in general. Not to mention that team duels are basically taking up UI space and brought nothing new to the game.
I have never done a team duel in my life. I don't even know what the fucking point of it is. I thought it was like, you know, tag team, like, you know, you team up and like play the game, but no. God, no. It's just 1v1s again, but, you know, in a group. It's really weird.
As we are forced to wait for events to do anything but ladder climb, unless it's Duelist Cup, where you basically ladder climb. Tag duels would be cool, but considering this is also a mobile game, more likely than not your tag partner would leave or someone else would, and you can't play a tag duel with less than 4 people. And we all know the AI would not be a substitute for this unless it's in solo mode. Okay. Quite possibly the most damning issue for current Yu-Gi-Oh! Is getting new players into the game. Due to its current complexity, and all these essential unspoken rules about interactions, card mechanics, and more often than not, requiring to do combos to use your deck at the bare minimum. And even if you don't use a combo deck, you're going to need deck knowledge in general to use control decks so you don't waste all your interactions is incredibly difficult for anyone without essentially a mentor to help them. I'm actually surprised that this post is like somewhat reasonable. I can't believe we got a clan award, although I guess Kane, this one doesn't have a clan award. A lot of Kane's posts have clan awards for some reason. I'm assuming that's because of, you know, this guy. But holy shit, I glanced over this and I thought it was just like a shit post agreeing with Fox. The complete opposite, actually. I'm blown away. I thought there was somebody ranting about, like, you know, fucking Maxi's fine. Never mind. Interesting though. I can't really call myself a new player because I played it like
pretty much all the way up until like Pendulums, and then stopped playing for a while and then came back again recently. But I can't imagine what it's like for a new player who's never even like seen the concept of Yu-Gi-Oh before to like try and explain it to them. Like someone who's actually doing the solo mode legitimately and actually sitting through all the tutorials and stuff like that. I can't imagine that person. I just can't imagine it. I know they're out there. Somebody has said that before, that they appreciated what Yu-Gi-Oh was able to do compared to things like Magic and Pokemon, and that they like Yu-Gi-Oh because of that. I don't know what that guy's transition into Yu-Gi-Oh would have been like. I have never never played it. I've briefly played both Magic and Pokemon for like 10 seconds, all right? It's not a lot, but I sitting down and learning Pokemon and like trying to like figure out what the fuck is going on, like in terms of making a deck, and it's a completely different scale to Yu-Gi-Oh in any sense. Like I can't grasp it. Yu-Gi-Oh is just too easy for me. I was like, oh yeah, because I remember what these cards do. I've used them before. I know. I came to say the title in OP's thread here, but unironically, because this is the best Yu-Gi-Oh has been. At that point, I've heard horror stories of like past I say formats, but like past eras of Yu-Gi-Oh where shit has been absolutely insane. I like where it currently is right now. I just don't want it to go off the deep end by Konami bringing out like a new red bordered card, and it's like a fucking main deck card like Rituals, but you don't need like a ritual card to bring it out. You use like something else to bring it out, and like there's a whole new summoning method they have to balance the entire game around for some reason. Thank God that doesn't happen yet. Me? Mashunga? Change roles. Nice FTK, bro. Why engage with him? What? Oh, I know what this is.
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
Oh yeah, never gonna. That's the I saw that because I occasionally get Pokemon TCG cards just because I like the artwork and I like Pokemon. Seeing Professor Oak and Professor Oak's like draw 7 cards from your deck, like what the fuck? This shit's legal? When you just draw 7 cards? But it doesn't really matter because you only play 1 energy per turn. So the game like slows down to a crawl with like well, I say summoning, like putting down your Pokemon and putting down your energy. It's like it doesn't really matter how many cards you have in your hand. You only really do like 2 things. So of course you can cycle through your cards pretty fast. But like Jesus Christ. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous at first, but now it's actually the opposite. There have been... hang on, was this the one I... No. I read this and then I saw Kane's other post and I decided to give him everything. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous at first, but now it's actually opposite. There have now been 2 people who have spent $192 worth of Steam points each to give this guy awards. And for what? To say I agree? This game sucks? They could have bought themselves emotes or profile backgrounds. They could have gone and given out awards to their favorite workshop mods. Or go give points to a nice review about a game they like. Instead, at least 2 people have given random negative forum posts, nearly $400 worth of points. That's a lot of points, goddamn. Eventually, this post will get pushed back and forgotten about. They could... oh wait, I wonder if that's why he like revived it. They could have eventually spent... They could have spent those points on a negative review instead. Negative reviews with lots of awards and people saying it was helpful pushes it to the top. Giving points does nothing here. Honestly, now I'm just disappointed. What a waste of perfectly good points, Lamau. Anyone feel free to disagree though. I'll happily take your $6 clown picture. That's true, it's like Monopoly money. Like, it's not really, you can't really do much with it outside of that. Like, $192, that's so much. That's so much.
Are you kidding? Sorry, are you kidding me? This is the best post ever. I spent my $200 in points. Well, sorry. Well, it is... wait, hang on. This is the guy... is this really the guy that did it? I spent my $200 in points. Well, it is better help than anything else in the Steam community. I will vote how I want, and I will... and I want more content like this. Fox should run his own forum website, or on Yu-Gi-Oh! Filthy casuals like you. Not my brother in Christ. Please put a fucking comma somewhere. There's a break here somewhere. I swear to God. Fucking hell. I will vote how I want, and I want more content like this. Fox should run on his own forum website. On Yu-Gi-Oh! Filthy casuals like you, not invited, of course. Surely this guy's taking the piss, right? Surely this guy's taking the piss. Like, I don't think that's merely a suggestion. Another wordsmith. I like the space before the full stop. It makes me happy, you know? I like seeing how well constructed this statement is. Even the non-capitalization, so good. Fox on a different account. You know? No, hang on. There's no way. There's no way. This is gotta be a real account, right? Well, I guess I can't fucking tell. Maybe it's Fox's alt account. I'd believe it. Hey, you can't just steal Fox's sarcasm like that. It's impolite. Please apologize to Fox. Sarcasm? No! Honestly, besides, Fox isn't even being sarcastic. That is pure, unbridled ego in a form of art. That is so stunning and indescribable. I thought this said indescribable for a minute. Sort of like this video. It deserves every award I could give. And so, should have... I'm having a fucking stroke. Sort of like this video. It deserves every award I could give. And so, I have. My guy, there needs to be a stop here. You should, and everyone else. I've seen this before.
You want to see the most beautiful thing I've ever filmed?
Wow. Fascinating. You say that, but only the main post has awards. His other responses in this forum have gone unawarded. A shame. You really should remedy that. It's only Steam points. So I'm assuming the other posts he had didn't have any awards until he came back and he did quote-unquote amend it. But interestingly enough, I don't actually think this is Fox because of the way he's punctuating his grammar doesn't line up with Fox, so I don't think it's an alt account. Done and worth every point. May he have the best life. And after reading his wisdom has made my done and worth every point. May he have the best life. And after reading, his wisdom has made my card playing and life better. Thank you. This is the post that I was the one that gave out a whole bunch of stuff. Like, bro, hell yeah. I didn't give him this though, which is funny. He already had that beforehand. So I don't know who gave him the fucking gesture. Probably Fox. But you only have one, sorry. You only gave one more of his posts 3 of the cheapest awards. Shame. I thought you were a fan. You'll never improve at drawing with the heart of the cards with such a lack of faith as this. You better not scare away. Sorry. You better not scare away those that also want to pay tribute to greatness by giving everything on every post that only has 5% of my points. Sorry, hang on. Oh my fucking god, this guy. Like... now I go. Papa Shekel said it. Yeah, it is a suggestion. It doesn't have to use punctuation. It's okay. It's not like anyone's gonna read this like half a year from now. No way. No way. Not a chance. Better not scare away those that want to pay tribute to greatness by giving everything on every post. Stop. That was only 5% of my points. Tremble before my power of not being a poor pleb. I'll give you an award as alms for your condition of not having money. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need more points to afford my various animated furry backgrounds and cute emotes. It's Monopoly money. Steam made them useless. You were at one time able to buy games with them. Oh, so I was told. This seems like a real actual post. Fox, what have you done with the real Fox? Who the fuck are you?
gotta go check on dinner. You keep taping Stewie. Don't miss a moment.
How much of a meme
got
was
it.
this?
Look, it's dancing with me.
Fucking
It's like
Christ.
there's this incredibly benevolent force that wants me to know
Alright,
that.
alright. We're moving on. I think some people are holding out hope that gold profiles come back to the points shop. Having gold names on the forums alone made it worth buying, even if they are just a subscription type deal. The other real value the Steam points have are Steam badges. That's basically letting the person buy XP for the Steam profile to unlock more profile/social caps or levels. It's the reason some buy Steam trading cards, some spending hundreds of dollars on trading cards, others literally spending tens of thousands en masse to boost their Steam levels. I have seen a few people on Steam forums over the years who try and shame others for their Steam level. Them not realizing they're self-owning themselves. Nobody should care about their pay-to-win level, but some degenerates do. That was dumb, Lamau. I saw that briefly. I remember when the Steam shop came out, I was like, oh, dude, look at the cool stuff you can have. What, like a gold everything? For a bunch of points? That's pretty cool. What, it only lasts a couple of days? Well, why the fuck would I want it then if it only lasts a couple of days? Seems like a... Well, it's already... Points are already a waste, but that's like a waste of a waste. What? Alright. I guess if you could have a yellow name in the forums, that'd be pretty neat, but... Alright. Lorak hit me for the whole thread. Chloe coming in clutch. Okay, yeah, this was the one. Okay, so when this got resurfaced, I was skimming through it, and this was the post that fucking killed me, and I was like, I gotta read this. I have to read this one. I also don't know what movie or anime this came from. You have come to hear the word of Konami. The Yugi boomers silenced us because they fear us. They are cowards and fools who have forgotten the truth. Konami the mighty, Konami the unerring, Konami the unassailable. To you we give praise. We are but maggots, writhing in the filth of our own corruption, while you have ascended from the dung of mortality, and now walk among the FTK. But you were once non-meta. And as non-meta, you said, let me show you the power of Konami, born of the meta, where my breath is FTK. I think this is a movie quote, actually, like this whole speech. I don't know which movie though, but I feel like I might have heard it before. I breathe now in negates and reshape this deck, which is mine. I do this for you, Yugi boomers, for I love you. I love great Konami cherished us for what they saw in us, in each of us. The future of Master Duel, the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! And there it is, friends, the ugly truth. We are children of the meta. I can't not say it like that, the way it's capitalized and shit. Konami is the true god of meta, ascended from flesh, to rule the realm of meta. The very idea is inconceivable to our Yugi boomer overlords, sharing the heavens with us, with meta players. Ha! They could barely tolerate our presence in gold ranks. Today, they take away your kit, Kalos. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the Yugi boomers take your Ash Blossom, your infinite impermanence, your Kashtira Fenrir, your very deck? And what do the Yugi boomers do? Nothing. Nay, worse than nothing. The Yugi boomer machine enforces the will of the non-meta against its own people. So rise up, children of the negates. Rise up, FTK enjoyers. Embrace the word of the mighty T Konami. How do you type all this out and still fuck it up? They who are both FTK and negate. It's a cult leader. I was like reading this, and the fact that he misspelled Konami fucking killed me. T Konami? The T Konami? No way. No fucking way.
Bro, I think you might need to see a psychiatrist about this. If this wasn't a movie quote and this was just like him just saying shit, I'll be like blown away, but no fucking way, dude. So it's Papa Shekels, if he's gonna fucking quote it, he can spell check, alright? T-Konami is just a play on words. There's no way. No way this was actually intended. Not a chance. Not a chance. I guess T and K are pretty... Hang on. They're pretty far away from each other. But Y is pretty close to T, so maybe he just like fucked it up there. TKO Konami. Like, if it was a play with like the FTK T Konami, maybe. I would assume that's his intention if this wasn't a fuck up. But it doesn't make any sense. You'd have to like read into it somewhat. This has to be the most relevant discussion since the game came to Steam. Why can't people see this? Dude, and OnlyFans on Twitch? Oh my god, hold on. I gotta see this. Fuck! Every time I click the link, it just fucking gets... It just goes away. What the fuck? That's also the first time I've seen that kind of bot, by the way. That's a new one. Why can people see this? See what? I don't understand. Oh, like the actual discussion forum itself is relevant? How? There's nothing of relevance here. Nothing. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, this is the other guy, right? Okay. Oh my god. Quite literally, that is where the problems lay. It's an older game with a base of people who adore the memory of it, that new players need mentors to learn. Oh, actually, I need to put a pin in this. Somebody brought up in another thread. Oh god, I can't wait to look at these. Actually, let me just have a look at this. Hold on. That one seemed like a legit quote. Okay, all right. There was somebody here. Who was it? I also just forgot what I was looking for. No, it's... Shit, it's gonna be fucking hard to find. It wasn't that old. Okay, I've lost it. It's definitely here somewhere. I just don't know what it was titled. There was this... Oh, I do remember it, because I messaged it, and then, like, Zephyr called me out, and then Zephyr started talking about Pokemon, and that devolved into a whole thing. It was this, right? No, that wasn't it. What? Oh, no, hang on, here it is. Yeah, okay. Because this actually brought up an interesting point. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Let me double check. Yeah, it was this one. So, comparable to Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon is actually interesting because it is, you know, pretty old, similar age, all right? And fans of the older games have a hard time adjusting to newer Pokemon, and it's difficult to sort of see. Okay, as somebody who liked older games, like, I still play whatever the fuck Game Freak shits out, but I don't like it. Like, I'm not a competitive player, so I don't like, I don't really care about them making, like, the competitive scene for Pokemon more, viable and easier for people to ascertain, like, you know, comp level Pokemon. I don't care about that. I want an actual game with an actual story and, like, a decent experience, and not just, like, a half-assed, shoveled together, like, open world game that's fucking shit and garbage. Or an on-rails game like Sun and Moon. Like, my goodness. With a fucking $60 DLC expansion, which was just the same game again. Great. Gen 5 playthrough right now. Oh my god, Papa Shankles, Gen 5 is so good though. It's so good. Which Gen 5 though, Papa Shankles? Is it Black and White or Black and White 2? I'm a little biased towards Black and White 2, of course, because it's got more in it. The empty smiles, the soulless stare. But there are a lot of comparisons that could be drawn to, like, I guess, the way people adapt to Yu-Gi-Oh versus, like, adapting to Pokemon. Black One, I loved it. Black One was so good. Pokemon for the current gen. Yeah, wasn't that great? wasn't that so good? I probably should read through that, where was it? I probably should read through this thread, because it does bring up some interesting points about Pokemon. Like, I understand why they got rid of the national dex. It has certainly made catching all the Pokemon significantly easier since, like, Sun and Moon. I've been able to complete the Pokédex in, like, every single fucking game, but, like, you do end up seeing the same fucking Rattatas, like, over and over and over again in, like, every game that keeps coming out. It's like, there's... I feel like there's less and less new Pokemon added to newer games, but whatever. Just kept only new mons. That is true, yeah. Draggies are not. Oh yeah, Black and White. Oh, Black and White was also the one with, like, N as well. N being the well, I say rival. He's not really like an antagonist. He's a neat individual. Oh, and then Black and White 2 had, like, the thing you can catch N's Pokemon. Like, you can find them out in the wild. It's cool as fuck. Man, like, just thinking, like, there's so much in Black and White 2 compared to, like, the vast emptiness that is Paldea. Fuck. But nah, bro, Paldea is great because you can make a comp Pokemon in, like, 10 seconds. It's great. Team Plasma. Oh, 100%. That being said, though, the music is something that I haven't skimped on through the Pokemon games. Like, Team Stars. Okay, I gotta play this now. Hang on. Get out of here, Persona 5. I don't know if you've heard the Team Star Grunt battle specifically. Oh, Driftveil City. Driftveil City is so fucking good. Hold on. This is it, yeah. This fucking shit goes so hard, bro. The only thing I dislike about it is it's the grunt. And, once you beat the game, you'll never hear the song ever again. And then, like, the rest of the game is not this? It's like, what the fuck? Okay, back to this bullshit again. Alright, so... there was another thing that somebody brought up too, like the crystallizing mechanic. Or the terrestrializing, sorry. Got Larry. Oh yeah, Larry's like probably the best character in the actual game. I don't like the rest of the cast for the Elite Four though. I feel like it's kind of lame. But I mean, whatever. It's whatever. Oh yeah, mainly because like I don't know how the fucking like toddler got into the Elite Four. Like that doesn't make any sense.
That's the one I have an issue with. I'm like, Larry's got like a fucking 9-to-5 job. Like, he's fucking tired as shit. And like, you're telling me this child is also in the Elite Four? What the fuck? But no, the terrestrializing mechanic that somebody brought up, I do prefer that over the Gigantamaxing. I keep calling it Gigantamaxing. But Gigantamaxing and Z moves as well. I fucking hated Z moves. Mega Evolution was pretty neat. I did like Mega Evolution though. The problem is, like, you know, not every Pokemon had a Mega Evolution. There's only like a handful, and like most likely you'll have one of those in your team just for the sake of being able to do it. Oh, true, Gagazon, true. Paid as a gym leader. That's why I want a Pokemon game that delves into the lore side of Pokemon. Like, something they could have done, which I know they didn't do, but they could have touched on it in Paldea, is, if, hypothetically, there was scaling in the game, for the Pokemon gyms, your gym leader of choice could have a different team based on your point in the game, which would open up to the idea that, oh yeah, somebody like Brock would have a different team for somebody who's just leaving, like, Pallet Town versus somebody who's like coming from Cerulean. Like, they'd have a different he'd have a different Pokemon team for that. But no, they'll never do that. But a neat concept. But I like the terrestrial. The only thing I don't like about terrestrializing is what it looks like. I think it looks stupid. The crystal form of the Pokemon's fine. It's the headpiece that looks kind of stupid. Depending on the Pokemon of choice. Like, because I think ground type is just like half of the Earth. What? And fucking rock is just like a mausoleum. Like, what? How does that make any sense? And then like ghost is like a weird spooky sprite. What? There's like no theming to them at all. It's just random bullshit. Like, it's kind of cute. Some of them are odd. Some of them are very odd choices. Is it heavy though? Like, does the Pokemon feel weight by the crown, or is it just like a weightless piece? Does it have collision? Can it bump into things? I wonder about these things. But I like the idea of terrestrializing, because using it defensively is pretty neat, because it just straight up changes your whole typing. So removing any gaining immunities, or like removing any like weaknesses and stuff on a Pokemon that normally wouldn't have such pretty cool concept. The thing that's kind of weird about it though is it costs a gazillion shards to make any Pokemon. I know they changed this in the DLC, but I didn't play much of the DLC. That it's such a pain in the ass to make a Pokemon with a terrestrializing type that you'd like. Gaga Zordon, have you played? There's a ROM hack called Pokemon This Gym of Mine. I don't think it's a ROM hack actually. I think it's a fan game, but it's called This Gym of Mine. Basically, you pick the type you want to start as, the type you want your team to be. You get given 3 starters based on that particular typing, and it's your goal to, you know, help the village you're in gain reputation and defeat challenges and stuff. Like, it's exactly the thing that you'd want it to be. It's pretty neat. Haven't played it all too much, but it's a cool game. Stellar Terra type? The Stellar Terra type? I don't know if I know what that is. Never gonna, I don't know. Sounds like fun. Definitely worth checking out, like This Gym of Mine. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, this Gym of Mine. Oh, wait, it got, like, updated recently. I say recently, like, 3 months ago. Huh.
There's a remake in the works right now? What? What? Okay. That's interesting. Huh. I didn't know he's making another version of the game as well. That's pretty neat. Actually, I'll put the link in chat if anybody sees this in the future. A remake, yeah, a rank up version apparently, a ground up remake. Well, I say remake. It looks to be just like an expanded upon version of the concept. But that's pretty neat. Anyway, back to this schlock. Older card games who draw in the particular crowd that play these types of games usually will at least balance their cards, where even if you had a bad hand, you don't crash and burn immediately. Here in this game, if you have a meta that can be seen as clear as, as a clear issue by even the most untrained eye, you have people having it out in these forums, spitting worse vitriol than you are even glancing at here. What was this at again? Soup. Oh, right, this guy. No, I feel like Soup has probably read other threads. Surely Soup has been around a couple times. Actually, yesterday, a guy by the name of Dame of Durger blames an entire race of players capitalizing on these deck builds that are being capitalized on here. Oh, didn't this happen like recently? Not by this Durg guy, but I saw somebody being like,
oh, these Asian players and their snake eye decks and rescuing.
Bro, what the fuck? Oh, the guy promptly got banned pretty fast. Like, actually insane. Like, alright, bro. Fucking hell. Oh, I can imagine that is probably what he's referring to here. Irregardless of OP's Skyrim-esque Heimskr tier troll post, the main issues, I feel, are coming from the decks themselves and how they are fundamentally put together. Because people will always gravitate to what anyone would consider meta. People want an easier time in all things. And this is that whole issue turned up to 11. Like once every few weeks. Oh, but Shokos, I like how some of them get blasted and some of them don't. Some of them slip through the cracks. I think I showed it off last time, but there was another post. Fuck, man, I don't know what the fuck it was now, but like, there was somebody else making an almost identical post. I know the guy's like a well-known racist, because a lot of his posts seem to say the same shit. But it's so funny that, like, well, I guess because it wasn't technically like, you know, out in the open on the main forum page, but like it was a post inside another post at a very similar relevant time. It's like, what the fuck? Bro, like, I don't know how easy it is to grasp that there are a lot more, like, you know, Eastern players that play Yu-Gi-Oh! In comparison to, you know, the rest of the world. Should find some bangers. Oh, Papa Shekels, I'm gonna have to save that for next time. That does sound like a good idea, though, because I can't wait to see some egregious hot takes. I wonder if Sanyo has said anything about it. Maybe he has. The game needs a better baseline, a balanced base, looked over by keen eyes. And before the argument of, well, Magic the Gathering didn't do that, imagine how many of their cards were either edited for online play or were simply not added. After a proper balance pass, then you could look at different game types. And you won't need bots to pad out the player base, because I can only imagine why there is an issue in the first place. Because of the current one-turn meta. It's the meta all the time. I don't know if Konami is ever going to do a ground up again from Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought Rush Duels was kind of like that. It's like sorta. I'm assuming the cards in Rush Duels are balanced around the concept of rush dueling and not just like fan favorite cards for the sake of just putting them in the game. So help me God though, I want that polymerization. That fucking polymerization artwork looks so cool. But I don't know. Like, I've seen what Rush Duels is like, being able to, like, you know, draw 5 cards and play defensively on turn 1, and then draw 5 cards again on your next turn and go out for an all-out offensive. It's very weird. Didn't like Rush Duels that much. I haven't played it. I've only seen it. The concept of it is very odd, and I can't imagine, like... I can see why they didn't make this a mainline thing, alright? Oh, because I can't imagine the reaction to Rush Duels, like, what people would say about it. Because, I mean, you just had Lynx, and the next anime is all about Rush Duels, and, like, it's like, imagine if Master Duel, what was it? What are they up to now? Master Rule 5 completely changed the concept of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, yeah, now both players draw 5 cards on their opening hand and play their whole hand, and then draw 5 cards again on the next. Like, that's just the next Master Rule change, alright? We're moving up in the world. Going to make this my farewell post. I'm currently enjoying Magic the Gathering as my go-to card game. There is just no reason or interest to keep trying to find fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! For me. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Fox, you did nothing. This whole post was just nothing. Going to make this my farewell post. I'm currently enjoying other threads as my go-to discussion channel. There is no reason or interest to keep trying to find fun here for me. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Amazing. Amazing. This failed me. So yeah, and then this is where he came back. Like, what the fuck happened here? I don't think there's any reason to prompt this, but... Hey! How is everyone after all this time? Just checking up. Things looking better after all this time. New bands. I have not really been keeping up at all. Having a great time in Magic the Gathering so far. Should I give Yu-Gi-Oh! A second chance as well, or is it still on fire? I'm assuming people just said don't come back. God, please. Farewell. Are you saying things are bad right now, or did you miss my post about asking if things are looking better? No, just go, Fox. Just leave, please. It hasn't meaningfully changed since 2010. Something I'm pretty sure I told you back then. Also, well, I don't think so. Not exactly, Harold. We're probably not in this thread specifically. Maybe a different thread that I didn't see. But, like, close. Also, the fact that you keep coming back defeats your argument. You say it hasn't changed since 2010? So, what non-stop FTK, coin flip wins the game type stuff? What? Also, what argument are you alluding to? That's okay. He brings up a good point. I don't think Fox made any meaningful points at any point. Fucking alright, that's pretty redundant. But like, I don't think he put forward any arguments at all. None. Not a single thing was said by Fox. It was just a one-sided, like, wall of fire. Well, not really fire, I guess. I like to believe it's an all-encompassing, like, waterfall. Okay? Cascading down. What is this? This is new. This wasn't here before.
Mummy, look. I got all these cards. Now I can play the game with my friends.
Oh, sweet. That's adorable. But those cards are trash.
What?
You have no powerful extra monsters. No way to counter enemy card effects and magic cards. No...
What's an extra monster?
No OTK combos possible with these cards. And they just won't do in the competitive scene.
Competitive?
You see that archetype? And that set just can't keep up with the current meta. So we're going to have to go on eBay to...
But I like these cards.
Find you some better cards. Now, with that monster type, you can actually just get rid of these 32 cards.
Why? That one's my favorite.
And then use them to augment one of these decks for maximum efficiency. Look, you have almost 4 whole options. But if any 3 of these cards get effects... If any 3 of these card effects get cancelled, it's just going... it's best just to forfeit.
Forfeit?
It means give up, honey.
Well, I don't want to play anymore.
No, Susie, don't cry. Chin up. You'll just have to get good. Just a yapping monologue. Just a yapping monologue. He got you there, Harold. He didn't actually provide any evidence for anything. He was just being an idiot. I mean, this is interesting, but like... I wonder if this is in reference to the actual main post. Like, this guy might have just seen the main post and nothing else. I mean, there's, like... There's a difference between playing Master Duel and, like, playing with your friends, alright? There's a big difference, okay? But, holy shit, Fox, what the fuck? I'm still surprised that hasn't been locked yet. This thread feels like it's gonna get locked, like, I can feel it coming. Jesus Christ. Where's that Deathseer thread, though? Hold on. So this happened. I'm, like, fucking... blown away that this even happened. Okay, I've been following Deathseer for a little while now. Hang on, did he say anything else? He responded to me once, and I was, like, kind of touched, actually. I felt very wholesome. Wait. Damn it. Damn it. He completely glossed over my post. How dare he? I do like this, though. I think he knows who I am because he declined my friend request. And I've been to his stream before. I feel like my name isn't that common, alright? He should know. Anyway,
Ranked play discourages experimentation. Not binary. When you're running into lab players, sorry, almost lab players, almost throwing out a fucking demographic of players, fuck. When you're running into players whose goal is to unalive you as soon as possible, make your life point 0.
Yeah, as if we didn't get it, Deathseer, that's okay. A lot of people don't really use that terminology anymore. You just say kill. You won't get banned for saying the word kill. It's okay.
You get almost no chance to test that new deck you spent an hour creating to even figure out if it's viable or not, because your opponent has already or is about to lock you down, so you can't use any effects, spell cards, etc.
I can't imagine going into, like, a war and then having a disassembled gun. And it's like, well, man, maybe I should have, like, put my gun together before getting dispatched. But that's okay. I'll just do it on the fly. What the fuck? There's so many other outlets for you to actually, like, learn how to use your deck. This is baffling to me. Now, I know there's the obvious solo mode, right? I have seen a complaint. I think this was on Reddit or something. Maybe it was in one of the Steam discussion threads, but there's a few particular bots that are pretty strong. Like the Digital Bug bot, I think, is pretty neat. Like the final tier Digital Bug. That's worth checking out if you want to test the deck. Chick shop. Guys, please, why are you trying so hard in ranked mode? Please, I just want to test my deck. Like, surely Deathseer understands the irony in his own statement. Surely! Alright, come on now.
It literally boils down to jumping on Google and copy-pasting the current meta decks, because experimenting to find that new meta deck is never going to happen in ranked.
My brother in Christ. Master Duel is so fucking far behind the actual main game, you don't have to do any fucking experimentation. It's not like the cards just came out in real life as well. Like, I'm trying to, like, find a follow-up here. Like, the only thing I've been cooking with is just, like, trying to fucking make Evil Heroes work with Yubel in any reasonable capacity. It doesn't. Anyone who's already lived long enough can tell you that, like, it doesn't work. So help me God, is it funny though? But, like, Jesus Christ, you're not gonna find a new, like, concoction to beat the meta. All right, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, it doesn't work like that. There was somebody on Reddit who I did see from Azurai, thankfully. Was like, bro, check it out. I just dusted off this old card. Do you think this will be able to defeat the meta finally once and for all? And it's like just some shit ass, like, horrible trap card that'll never work. It's like, yeah, bro, it'll counter that one specific meta card. Absolutely, without a doubt. A lot of the combinations have pretty much already been tried by people who genuinely do, like, well, do this. Not inside Master Duel, of course. No, God, no. Like, through other Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulators, of course. and try to find like, you know, high-end synergies. Eventually, so things just work out and click properly, and like my brain isn't big enough to know this kind of stuff. Because obviously when the card pool was much smaller, it'd be easier to figure out like new ways to play the game. There's just so much fucking shit in Yu-Gi-Oh now. Like it's too much. It's just too much. You know, also don't have to copy paste the current meta deck, my guy. There are plenty of other options, but you already know this. You already know this. Made a whole ass post about it.
Don't tell me to do non-ranked.
Yeah, what's that, a casual mode? Nah, bro.
No one worth half their salt in skill level plays there. And those who do are there to bully new current players who want to avoid ranked.
No. People usually go there to test their bullshit deck without actually having to, like, impact their rank in any way. It's literally it. Or Deathsia, play in Plat 5. Bro, Plat 5. I've seen some funny players there. Like, someone was playing Toons in Plat 5? Can you imagine Toons? Like, no way.
Let me see how long it takes. Sorry. Let's see how long it takes a mod to ban me unjustified again this time.
Chloe brought to light a couple of reasons as to why they were just banned on the spot last time. It's just because they were just calling out cheaters and stuff. And people have genuinely given Deathsia help. Even in this thread, I am sure people are genuinely giving Deathsia, like, solid advice. And I know there have been. There was somebody down here, not you, Papa Shekels, but this guy. Wait, hang on. Oh, I see. You see why I got the clown award. Like most people usually go to solo mode. If you have literally no other options for Yu-Gi-Oh, just go to solo mode. All right, it's not that big of a deal. Be Deathsia's best friend. Hang on, can I actually send him another friend request? Has it been long enough? Can I do it again? Thank God. Maybe one day. Maybe one day he'll actually accept it. I don't know when. I would love to duel him in Yu-Gi-Oh! With a copy-pasted deck. Just because I'm curious what he thinks. Doing a masochist run. Papa Shekels has mentioned that. Is that an actual thing? I thought it was just like a... What is a masochist run? Like... What's the term for that mean? Other than like... I'm assuming it's where you use the cards that are given to you through the game. Well, that's my best guess anyway. Random master packs. So you don't really make a deck? How the fuck? How the fuck do you, like, play? What? That's Papa Shekels, what the fuck? The game throws at you. How the fuck? Okay, that's kind of ridiculous. Redeem more packs. How? If you guys have done that, how far have you genuinely gotten by doing that? I'm curious to know. Because I know Papa Shekels, you mentioned you've done a masochist thing a couple of times. Gold rank? What the fuck? It's like a Nuzlocke challenge. God damn. That's wild though. It's like, oh, I wonder if that's... I've seen... Okay, there's like 1 or 2 times I've seen a deck that's just filled with a bunch of random bullshit. I'm assuming that's probably the reason why. Somewhat competent Sword Soul deck. Oh, interesting. What will be interesting... Actually, okay. Oh, 30 at the moment. God damn. I'm actually curious with how master packs work, because I've noticed, just through pulling them occasionally whenever I get like random ass gems, I feel like the game is inclined to give you a highly used card versus like any other ultra rare in the game. Like you'll never get something like the Witchcrafter, it's ultra rare, but instead you'd probably get something like Baron or fucking Borrow Load or whatever. Dragon Turbo. Oh, that would actually be really good for man, I haven't thought of... I know people mention, like, you know, Umi control deck. I wonder if the Kraken works in that. That's funny as fuck though, Papa Shackles. Holy shit. To be fair, the Google copy the Google copy part is because someone already did the experimentation phase for us, and they got the results of what is the best and what is the best deck and what cards counter them. It really depends on what you play. On what you play this game for, I think. If you only play this game for rewards and are forcing yourself to play ranked when you don't really want to be competitive, yeah, sure, I can see why you'd think that. I like experimenting with the different tech choices, depending on the meta sometimes. That causes losses, and sometimes leads to wins. I shouldn't have gotten otherwise. If you, by experimenting, just mean playing different deck archetypes, well, in this game, you gotta remember that it costs a lot of time invested, or money to actually get cards. Hang on, I think I know where he's getting at with this. If he actually is talking about another deck... Pulling a moderately playable card. Fucking hell. If he actually is talking about experimenting with a different deck, I'm wondering if he's talking about that Medolchi deck. I know it's been like a while, and I'm sure it's not particularly the deck he's looking at. I think he's probably looking at another deck. This bastard. Welcome to the stream as well. Galaxy's super broken, alright? The brokenest. I don't think he ever made or ever used that Medolchi deck. Even looking at it for like 2 seconds, you can see that it's not going to win any duels. But like, he can do one combo. That's it, and then nothing. So I guess it's something. But like... I don't know, I'm just thinking if he would be interested in using like, I don't know, the cards that just kind of came out. Deathseer doesn't strike me as a Centurion player or a Yubel player. I don't think he would use either of those. And I don't think there's anything else that would pique his interest. He's not a Snake Eyes person, he just likes Pearlies. So, I can't imagine what else. But, whatever, anyway. You can't really expect people to craft and play Ice Barriers just for the redacted and giggles, when it's just as expensive as any other deck that actually will get wins in ranked. Call it a vicious cycle. I wouldn't really disagree. All that being said, I don't particularly think giving incentive to actually play lesser used archetypes would really change what decks you see people play. The only way, in my experience, to get a real variety of decks to play against that you would like is in clients like Edo Pro, where every single card is available immediately to everyone. And even then, you need specifically choose to play in servers marked as casual. Oh, it has casual servers. That's interesting. I keep getting this name wrong. I know it's Edo Pro now. I used to call it like Yu-Gi-Oh Pro or Dev Pro, but I don't know how many cycles it's been through by this point. That's the entire point of ranked. If you want to use your experimentation decks, go play casual or climb to Master 1, where there's no care in the world. I like the idea of Master 1 being just like this playground rank, because everyone's so fickle in Master 1. I don't want to get to Plat Master 1 like ever, because it seems worse. It's like Plat 5, but infinitely worse. Fucking hell. Imagine if like the Yubel cards came out and they were all normal rarity. Fucking hell, dude. What's actually funny about that is, what was it? The regular Asu Bell cards, like the, you know, the main one the deck is supposed to revolve around is just normal. It's just normal rarity, like, alright. Jester, welcome to the stream as well. That's absolutely ridiculous. Bro, literally every ban you got has been justified, full stop. This is a true, factual, objective statement. Speaking of, thank God the wave of objectivity has, like gone away now. I feel like I kept seeing that word so consistently for, like, at least 3 or 4 days non-stop. Dude, it's objective, bro. Oh, that's right. That's why I want that Arcanite guy to respond again. I'll need to catch up on that. He hasn't... I don't think he said anything yet. But I like that he will die on the hill that fun is objective. Bro, I can't... I can't even. Sorry, this is basically the thing. Here's my post. Deathseer, welcome back. Just go play casual mode or use one of the many other free fan-made Yu-Gi-Oh simulators out there before wasting your gems on cards you'll never use, like Wall of Disruption. The reason why I bring up Wall of Disruption is because he has used it in a replay. I'm like, my brother in Christ, he has like 2 or 3 cards that are his old, like, favorite cards from, like, back in the day. And I'm like, yo, it's okay, but no one's really gonna, like, care about Wall of Disruption. It's whatever, bro. It's whatever. 7 Tools of the Bandit is another one that's interesting that he keeps using. Like, I guess having a trap negate is fine, but alright. There's other ways. Fucking hell, Papa Shackles. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. I also like the idea that the turn timer is subjective to people. Like, it could be 5 minutes. It could be an hour. Who knows? Alright? Who knows? This made me fucking laugh, by the way. Because, G3 didn't know at first who Deathseer was. And they, like, came back. OP! If your experiment fails to get off the ground from the start, your idea was bad. Actually, this is something that Deathseer would latch onto, by the way. He would, like, take this post and run with it. Change it up and try again. Don't be like the last guy who wanted to figure out how to make bricks all by themselves from scratch to build a house on their own. My creative and original deck. And instead, have builders and their materials do it for you. You know, the ones who already did the trial and error for you. Like the no-skill net decker you can be. Oh, wait, that was you trying to build bricks from scratch. I didn't even read your name until I typed that. Had to check the post history to see why your account was so familiar. I like the revelation that it comes out like, oh, that was the guy who wanted all the decks to be created. Fucking hell. Skill issue. The only real issue is the hand trap requirement, in my opinion. If you use them, your deck gets worse, but if you don't, you'll suffer through 10-minute turns. Okay, that's totally fair. If only combos would take like 2 to 3 minutes. Also, you know, totally fair, understandable. I get it. It's exposed. What usually requires testing is consistency, since you can't really play without hand traps unless being a masochist. You can't really use rank to figure out and improve the consistency of a deck with a low amount of hand traps. As a result, decks with low amounts of hand traps will stay underdeveloped. People will keep copying hand traps filled decks. What? People will keep copying hand traps filled decks, and at some point people would come to the wrong conclusion that those hand traps are competitively the best choice because of the usage numbers suggesting it. I think I see where he's getting at with this. I feel like hand traps are kind of dependent on, well, either personal preference or if they complement the deck that you're trying to go for, where like if you are going second, having Ash Blossoms and things to kind of stop your opponent is nice. If you're going first, things like, I don't know, Maxi would be more important to have. I can't believe I'm saying that, but if it's legal, it's fine, I guess. But like, I mean, I guess if you're going second, you know, Mexi is just kind of good as well. It doesn't really fucking matter. It can't be like bullshit. But something like, I guess, Called By as well. I guess Called By is good to have in general overall. I don't know, I'm trying to think. I guess Nibiru is another one that's for going second. You wouldn't really want Nibiru going first. That'd be kind of stupid. Like, yeah, let me build my board and then fucking destroy it. Fuck it. Last resort. Something else I learned about Nibiru recently was the fact that it is a rock. Now, I'm sure anybody out there can tell me that Nibiru is a fucking rock. Alright, but for some reason I thought Konami would make it something that isn't a rock. Just because, like, it's more like a fucking sea serpent, alright? Like, I'm just glad that it's a rock because I can make a Gaia with it, and like thank God. It's better to run that than it is to, like, run fucking Valkyria the Magnet Warrior. Even though Valkyria is searchable, like, rather the rock. Sorry. This fucking... I can't wait till I read this.
I test my decks in solo mode. Ranked is where they go when they're finished. Of course, you have to stay in platinum. Or better, lower than that. I mean, like, good luck. You'll accidentally rank up before you know it. Because experimental decks cannot be used at higher ranks. That's just the way it is. Solo mode is perfect for testing, because you have no time limit restrictions, and can choose going first or second. The only issue is that there are no solo modes that have really good decks, and or run a lot of hand traps. So it's not easy to practice there. Here, Konami should add one for that. Yeah. I do agree with that. I honestly wonder why they haven't. Some of the, like, gate-kept decks are a bit, like, crazy. They're not good by any means. I don't know why. There are certain decks, when you go past the gate in solo mode and you get, like, the merged decks and stuff, some of them don't make any sense. But I guess Konami thought they'd synergize. The Zephyr one was fucking funny. Because it's just a whole bunch of fucking pendulum cards that just don't make any sense together. What was I gonna say though? Oh yeah, that's why I've heard, I think there's the digital bug one is kind of strong when trying to, like, test out something that plays around stuff. And there's another one. There's another one that's really good. I forget what it is though. But there's like two that are alright. Outside of that though, I mean, it's whatever. Oh, I think it might be the Mayakashi one actually. I could be wrong though. Please do not use casual for testing strong decks. This is the last resort for jank beginners in Master Duel.
Danger Darkworld is a strong one. Oh, I can see why that one would be pretty strong. If you want to play against hand traps, I guess that's a good one to go for. Like a hand traps, it's just got discounts, but
it is also not good for testing because people scoop very quickly.
Is this from personal experience?
And if you make a mistake with your new deck and scoop right after, it's also very annoying for the other player.
You just don't like people scooping against a misplay. Alright, understandable. I mean, I feel like there's a couple... I haven't done this in casual mode. It's more of a ranked thing, but, like, there's a couple of misplays where it's like, you activate an effect, and then you realize you can't do anything with the effect, and it's like, well, okay. First off, let me start by saying, thank God, Master Duel doesn't let you activate an effect while not having a target for the effect. But if I'm not thinking ahead of time and not realizing that, let's say, X monster isn't in my graveyard for this particular card effect, and then I activate the card and realize, oh shit, I can't actually use it because that card, the card that I thought was in there is not in there. That kind of thing. Depending on the situation, that could make or break a duel. But that's more of a ranked thing, I guess. It just you don't know what your opponent is using. You could just playing like a basic ass deck, and then suddenly your opponent uses like Kashtira. Also, Jumbo, what's the fuck is his name? Jumbo and what the fuck? Something and brief? What is this like middle word? What? Okay, brief guy. Trying to say to people in a forum thread that, hey, don't use casual mode unless you're playing a fun deck. That's not gonna happen. That'll never happen. Casual mode, there are so many people in casual mode that use it for, you know, not D-ranking, essentially, not getting down from like diamond or whatever the fuck by playing their like mixed together potato deck, or experimenting with their like deck that Deathsea is trying to do right now. It's not going to make a difference. You can't globally say, hey, don't use casual mode, that's for casuals. No one's going to believe you, all right? Oh, hang on, there's still more. Hold on.
Remember, you play humans in casual mode.
As opposed to playing what in ranked? Bots? It's just full of bots, man. It's just full of bots. You don't start consistently running into competent players with competent decks until Diamond. If your experiments are falling below that, then I'm afraid the issue is user error. That is true, actually. This is why I like Plat 5 and like maybe Plat 4, okay?
Meta sheep aren't people.
Yeah, you bring up a good point, Papa Shekels. They're not humans. Somebody who would ever think to spend money or spend gems, not just money, just spend gems on Snake Eyes is inhuman, alright? That's not something a normal player would do. God, no. God, no. Alright, so what are these other actual threads here? Hang on. Deck diversity brainstorming thread. No toxicity allowed. What the fuck? Affy? You better fucking make my day with this post, I swear to God.
Deck diversity, brainstorming thread, no toxicity allowed. This thread's intended to be exactly what the title states. It's a place to actually post and or come up with ideas to promote seeing literally any unpopular decks, so we can start dueling a bit less on repeat with the same 5 or 6 top tier powerhouses. Those are power mouses for a minute. Painstakingly crafted to either deny as many players or wins as many duels. Deny as many players or win as many duels with as little, ideally no, risk possible.
Is this thread to play with friends? Is that what this is?
A trend I've noticed a lot of people on here support. And that's fine. But I am just getting, well, kind of bored of it, personally. And wanted to bring some of the randomness and lack of ironclad preset pace from some of my many other Yu-Gi-Oh experiences into Master Duel, where the card list is so much bigger and ever expanding, as opposed to games like Legacy of the Duelist.
Streaming my discussion thread. Oh my god, a beast. Oh, I'm not ideally shaming it right now. He hasn't made any points yet. I'm actually curious where he's going with this. But that's funny though. Bro, I don't believe it. The OP is in my chat. No way. I'm curious where this is leading, because what do you hope to gain from making a thread like this? Like, I'm just curious. This is like that thing Deathsea wanted. I guess. Although Deathsea is what kind of turned into like absolute garbage. But like, does he want me to just post my like shit ass deck list? Because I've got shitty decks. I've got those. But okay, hang on.
Naturally, since this is a topic of heated, to put lightly, debate between many users and frequent results in massive outbursts of everything from pettiness to genuine hatred and toxicity. Why do people keep thinking this thread is so fucking unbelievably toxic? I don't get it. So far, everybody I've met in the fucking Steam discussions for Yu-Gi-Oh have been very nice. Where is this toxicity coming from? What this thread is supposed to achieve? We're about to find out, Beast. We're about to find out. Papa Shekels. Make sure it's like the most insane deck list possible, though. I just read this. God, Papa Shekels, if you post a deck list like that,
Like, be like, this is what I used in ranked, you know? It's gotten me so many wins. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna take this seriously. Non-toxicity.
There will be ground rules.
Like this is some kind of club.
There will be ground rules I'll be laying down and try to mitigate such nonsense ahead of time. And adding more of the event. Anybody gets creative with their negativity. In no particular order.
The rules in no particular order. Does it matter if they would be in order though? Papa Shekels, that sounds like a mess. That sounds like a horrendous mess.
No shaming users for the cards they play.
Who does this? I want you to, okay, after you, who does this? Please, tell me right now. I'll go fight him. I'll go fight him for you. But like, you shouldn't shame people. Even if they are playing Snake Eyes, I don't think you should shame them, okay? Even if it is the most cancerous, toxic shit imaginable, you still shouldn't shame them, alright? That's just rude.
No trying.
I'm sure. I wonder if Afi would agree with me on that, actually.
No trying to undermine others' opinions and observations.
Again, who's doing this? Who's doing this? Can hate them by the word shame. Yeah, like I fucking despise versing Kashtiras, alright? But I can see why they're pretty good. Like, if I had Kashtiras, maybe I would use them too, alright? But holy fuck do I hate versing.
No demanding bans and or ruling changes to modes that have already been set by the developers. Not quite what we're after here, and it isn't within our power either way. We're powerless against Konami. We can't do anything.
I wonder if this is in reference to the other post that was made about like banning Phantom of Yubel. Like, well, I don't know actually. I don't know what this has to do with creative deck building right now. I still don't know what this thread is about yet. It hasn't hit me yet. But maybe I'll figure it out.
Once again, to clarify and really drive the point home, I'm not looking to redefine metas for people to play certain ways, or outlaw playing certain ways. This is meant to be a discussion for features to add to Master Duel, to promote diversity of card choice without taking away the stuff that's already there, such as the events that change the ban list slightly to focus on certain concepts like Fiends Only or XYZ Synchro and Link.
I like the idea of Fiends Only and XYZ. You mean Lab? Bro, people do that already. I've heard people complain about it in the XYZ Cup, actually. Instant Snake Eyes? Oh my god. Are you pressing Snake Eyes right now, perhaps? Completely different things. I think he wants... Hang on.
Well, I'm hoping to encourage less I hate this, and more this would be a cool idea focused conversation.
I'm assuming he's advocating for more changes to... or ways to play Master Duel differently that would promote other underused decks. Or, this is like streaming into the fucking void. Like, no one on this thread is gonna change the entire... Like, okay, maybe if there was like 10 people playing Master Duel, alright, and 10 people got into a room together and they were like, alright guys, we can't keep playing Snake Eyes, it's getting fucking ridiculous, alright? We need to add some diversity here. Can we like maybe try mixing it up? Maybe put some Cloudians in there or some shit? Like, can we do that instead maybe? Like, and then, alright, break team, let's go back and play Master Duel again, alright? There's like millions of players. You're talking to like 5. What the fuck? Anything that happens in this thread is not going to make any feasible impact unless you're wanting to start a room with some of these people. Because I thought where this was going was that, okay, here's some ground rules, let's make some fun decks, guys, let's not shame anybody for it, and I'll start up a room, here's the room ID, here's the password, like, let's have some fun duels with some interesting decks. I thought that's where this was going. I don't think that's where this is going.
Beast, I fully agree with you on that. I don't get how this is going to change anything. Oh, it's almost over.
A side note, since it will inevitably come up, I personally couldn't care less about gem or duel rewards. After all, if you need to be rewarded before you play, you're clearly not having enough fun to stick around in the first place. But I'm not putting it off the table to talk about and or suggest where, when, and how much, etc. of them to earn.
Wow, this actually is a thread to advocate. Okay.
While I am fairly certain the devs are absolutely taking a non-negotiable stance on them and try to keep making money off the game, so long as folks keep playing healthy, I see no reason to kibosh suggestions surrounding them.
Okay, now I see where this is going. My opinion on being able to, like, quote unquote fix the deck creativity, so to speak, so you're not seeing the same decks over and over again, would be encouraging better end of duel rewards based on the cards that you're using in your deck. Konami has they have the tally of what cards are used more than others. If you were to be using an underused card, you could be, I don't know, getting another legacy pack. It's not much, alright, because those cards are worthless, but it'll at least give you something to work. Like if you're playing some random jank ass deck, at least you'd be getting something more out of it, more jank ass cards for your jank ass deck. So like, you're getting something at least. Like, I don't think people should be rewarded to the point where you need to play a shitty deck in order to rank up. I don't think that should be the case. I think it should be some like monotonous reward that only accentuates the creative deck building, so to speak. Because I don't know, like, if they did put a gem wall, I know he doesn't want to talk about it, alright, and I'm sorry, Afui, but like I gotta mention it. If they did put a higher monetary value behind using cards that aren't used in the current meta, that would instantly change the field, and people would probably make more unheard of decks. Like, think of it like a stock market, right? Where, oh, I guess Cloudians are in season, alright? You get a lot of gems from using Cloudians. Alright, everyone's using Cloudians? Okay, I guess we can't use Cloudians anymore. We get no rewards, so alright, let's move on to Predator Plants. Alright, that's the next one. Let's go with that. It's like that kind of shit. Check down the power level of the deck. What would be funny as though, like, well, okay. For uncommon decks, I'm sure if there was a concept like that, eventually then so many people would not be playing the, well, no, because you'd still want wins though. Well, some people would still want wins, I'm sure of it. So you'd still want to be playing like proper decks. But I guess the incentive would have to be whether you win or lose, the person who had a more quote on this is the stupidest shit I've ever said, but the person had a more quote unquote creative deck, alright, should get more rewards than the person who was using Snake Eyes, for example. Konami would never do that in a million years. Not even close. But that would also be another like instant, like, here you go, play whatever the fuck you want, doesn't matter, you just keep playing. Like, as an adult, alright, at the end of the day, Konami is a business, okay? And they would like to keep making money. That's just the nature of how businesses work, alright? They would not want to give out, they already do a lot, alright? They already give out a lot of free gems for free-to-play players, which is quite staggering in comparison to other gacha games. I don't think they would want to give more than they already are. So I think that's just the nature of the game, honestly. I don't think there's any changing that at all in the future. The only hope that, well, I don't think this is even possible either, because the only hope would be that another game comes out more I guess they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that because with the amount of people have invested money into Master Duel, they could not make a new game right now. They could make a spin-off game, maybe something for Rush Duels. No, they've already done that. It's fucking Duel Links. Actually, no, I don't think they could do anything anymore. I think it's just become a live service indefinitely now. Unless the game takes a huge shift. I think Master Duel is just its own thing forever now. Sorry, anyway, that was just like one paragraph. Let's do another paragraph.
Now that all the precautionary stuff out of the way, I will put my starting suggestion in. I'd like to see either a permanent mode or addition to the rotating events that focuses on limiting the number of effects per turn. Why is this the first thing you suggest? Like, you have anything to say, literally anything, and the first suggestion you give is a floodgate? Bro, you could have had any brain cell for this, and that's the first one you pick. But okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's keep where this keeps going. Limiting the number of effects used per turn. All too often, I see folks struggling to keep up with chained, for a lack of better phrasing, spam effects. To put the majority of your entire deck to use by the end of main phase 1. In my opinion, it's a daunting gatekeeper for newer or returning players who don't have between dozens and hundreds of modern combo cards and effects, etc. memorized yet. And a big turnoff for you don't have to have every single thing memorized. Like, you can, like, here's what I do when I see a deck I've never seen before. Let them do their thing, alright? And when it comes around to your turn, or just as they're ending their turn, you read the cards that are on the field and just make sure you look at the fine print that says, oh, this card can't be targeted, or this card can't be destroyed by card effects, or this card can't be destroyed by battle, or this card does this bullshit when it's attacked, or this thing happens when your effects are activated. Like, that kind of stuff, alright? You don't have to read every single effect they shit out, okay? Maybe if you've got an Ash Blossom in your hand and you are unfamiliar with the deck and you don't know what to Ash, make sure you keep an eye out for something that seems important for them. Like, if they've got a rank 4 on the field and they're looking to get another rank 4 on the field by special summoning the same monster to their side of the field, and they're using a card effect to do it, you can Ash that, and then it'll stop them from getting their quote-unquote XYZ or their level 4 or tuner monster on the field or something like that. You bring up a good point, Nevergonna. There's you bring up a very good point. A lot of people don't actually read. I forgot about that. I mean, that's fair. I've seen people attack into U-Bell thinking like it's not gonna work. It works. It does work. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, a pretty big turnoff for those that came here hoping to enjoy a quick duel or two before going back to their day without having to do said memorizing.
Okay, I see where he's coming from with this, because when I'm at work and I've got like 15 minutes for my break, yeah, I load up Master Duel. Yeah, I watch my opponent play Solitaire for like 10 minutes of my break. And then I have like fucking 5 minutes to dick around with some kind of comeback strategy, and if it doesn't pay off, fuck, man, I guess I go back to work. But like, whatever, alright? Whatever. That's only if the turn takes like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, alright? It's only if... But, nah, you can't really like just jump into a duel and have like a quick match. Something you can do against friends, not so much against like a rando online, especially if you don't go first. But then that brings in the complaint of, I didn't win the coin flip, or the complaint where it was like, oh, my opening hand is shit. All right, fuck. It's pretty difficult, Papa Shekels. It's pretty difficult. Well, I managed to somehow find the time for it. I like the idea that when you sit down for a duel, just like the concept of time deteriorates. All right. What feels like an eternity was actually just 3 minutes. Alright? Yeah, you saw a whole bunch of combos go off, but believe it or not, it was actually just a couple of minutes. You just look at the time. It's crazy. crazy.
This suggestion has the side benefit of deterring most current meta decks, as the majority of those seem to get there by chaining dozens of summons, draws, recycles, and more to the point of always having a good hand and not always needing to worry about what actually making your cards and effects count, or that you use them efficiently, which are two very major parts of early Yu-Gi-Oh, which you don't see to nearly the same extent anymore.
Here's a fun fact, my guy, because I like doing heroes and stuff. Usually the cards that you're chaining together and stuff don't do anything. They kind of just like, they let you balance out your hand so you're not going negative like constantly. It may, on the surface, it may seem like unnecessary to chain a summon to another summon, both of which are two monsters that can't beat over your like 3000 attack monster. But the whole point of it is to eventually get to the end point by having so many resources and stuff in the grave to play with that you can then make something worthwhile that can actually beat over your monster and extend further. I don't know how to say it. Like, again, on the surface, like, some effects seem unnecessary, but they are necessary by the end of the turn.
I hate long summon chains. Fuck them. Anyway, main phase 1, special cash tier of Fenrir. Response? Fenrir F, search Raya's heart.
Fucking hell. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Also, hang on, wait. Didn't he say... Does this just mean no criticism? Like, I'm actually curious if this guy is open to, like, you know, articulating why that particular point isn't gonna be good. Especially because a lot of decks would be useless. I just want to know, genuinely, if you were to use Mementos under this ruling, under this, like, hypothetical ruling, where would you get with Mementos? I'm just curious. Like, I would like to have a house duel someday. I don't know who with. Maybe if I could convince K-Trix or somebody else to play with me. Be like, okay, we need to play whatever deck we currently have, and we can only activate 3 effects in one turn. Okay, that's it. No more effects. I really want to see how that duel goes. Like, for real. I want to see what happens. Because I don't think there are decks that can even compete. Nothing can even, like, work. I guess Snake Eyes is a good example of this, and I know it is, you know, the midi deck. Like 6 turns. That's why, Papa Chuckles, I want to know how long it would take to make a full Memento combo with that restriction. Because that entire deck is reliant on just comboing. Like, it's designed for that. Which is, you know, pretty neat. But how would you do it with only 3 effects at a time? You'd also have to deal with your opponent attacking over your fucking, like, goblin or shit. Like, some of the fucking Memento cards are so weak that they don't stay on the field for long enough for you to actually, like, do anything with them. Who the fuck is out there using, like, Tatsunoku, whatever his name is, to, like, actually beat down a monster? That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen at all. But I would like to try a duel like that, because I think I have a deck that might work with it. Because I like heroes, right? So obviously I've made a deck that is just... It plays the long run. It's like, oh, it makes 1 fusion per turn. That's about it. That's about all it does. It's like, oh, maybe that'll be alright, yeah? But, like, even then... What? I just thought... I don't get it. Like, what are you supposed to do if your opponent activates, like, a trap card or something? They activate Trap Hole, and you have the option to, like, I guess mask change it out, right? You can stop your monster from getting destroyed right now with mask change, but you can't activate it. You just have to deal with the hit because you've already used your 3 effects. Fucking stupid. Damn, Papa Shekels, that's a lot of... Wait, no, hang on. I don't know if you can do that, because you couldn't use... Well, I guess, okay, maybe you can use Shangri's effect. I'm trying to think, because I don't know if you can use Shangri's effect. But that's your opponent's standby phase, not yours. Like, I don't think you do anything in the end phase. But I also don't think it activates, quote unquote. I think it's a continuous effect. I still have one spare. Okay, alright, still have one spare. Fair enough. That also brings in the question, like, does your opponent, like, surely you're allowed to activate another 3 effects during your opponent's turn, right? What was his name again? I forgot his name. Hold on. Afui? I'm sure your 3 effects per turn recycle every end phase, right? Like, that's how that works? Your hypothetical rule that doesn't make any sense? I really want to load up Master Duel now and just try it. I'm curious. I'm really curious. Those are my 3 effects for your turn. Fucking hell. I just, because like using oh man, using Sky Strikers as well, like what I don't think 3 effects is enough to just have a normal turn. You'd what, like summon? No, because you need to activate shit like engage, and there'd be no way you wouldn't be able to out any boards at all. Ah, yes, my turn 1 is Raigeki Harpy's Feather Duster, and I can't afford to do anything else because that's it. That's the end of my... Oh, I guess maybe summon... Normal summon Ray. That's it. End turn. What a fucking fantastic and engaging game design. And this would also count for hand traps too. That is so... I mean, okay, sorry. It's totally fine and acceptable. I understand. I fully agree with your statement, Afui. I get it. Good one. Yes, I agree. Master Duel should add this. It doesn't spam effects. It's a fair point. Fair point. Oh man, Herald is all over the place today. Over on Reddit, there are Locals from Hell series. It's about mashing up a bunch of bad engines into something that somehow works, like raw trains. I don't think this is the idea he was going for, Herald. It seems odd that, like, this is the title of the thread, but the actual context for the thread is something so completely insane and, like, unrelated to the actual title itself that isn't what he was talking about. He just wants to add rules to Master Duel that promote other ways to play the game. Nothing to do with deck diversity. Not a single thing. Is there anything new here? No, it's the only thing. Damn. I might, I'll probably message Catrix and see if he wants to, like, do a 3 effect duel sometime later this week. I'm curious. Help me. What a thing to jump to. Okay, I don't know how much more I'm gonna read though, because it is getting a little late, but help me. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for days, and recently my PC suddenly shut down, and now it tells me I have to download the 10 gig of data again. How can I play without having to do it again? After all those files are still in the game folder. I feel so bad for this guy. Oh my god. Okay. There's only 2 comments. Thank goodness this is recent. That guy is fucked, by the way. I guess 10 gigs is too much for his internet to handle. His, like, little USB dongle is too much.
Well, XYZ ban list is terrible. Well, I'm not playing this crap.
Oh man, you can't use the word crap. That's offensive.
What an absolutely miserable game state. I can't even get the 5 tickets with all the bots. Just a complete waste of time. You can't even get all the 3,000 gems. It's impossible. Horrible design, not fun.
Alright, right? What bots? Papa Shekels, we know this already. Only people in casual are humans. Everyone else is bots. There's no other human players that exist. This guy's not even a human if he was in the XYZ Cup. Not even him. Do you not like any XYZ deck? Or do you just not own one? I don't have any XYZ focused deck, so I just end up playing Umi Control. It's definitely not impossible to get all the rewards. I haven't gotten max level, or max duel level, but I'm 17, and I don't know if I can honestly climb much higher than that. But I got all the other challenges done. You don't even need to XYZ summon in this event to complete all the gem challenges for it. It's not impossible at all, but it's fun during the process is something else entirely. I'm at level 18. There's nothing beyond that. There's nothing beyond that but the Fat Cat and the Labyrinth. But sometimes Kashtira if you're lucky. Alright, Pearly. Going second against the first two is meaningless unless you pull an evenly matched, infinite permanence, and a combo that can finish them off in one turn. And most of the time, that'll not be the case. It is possible to reach level max, but then again, is it worth it? I actually don't know if it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I remember seeing this before, but somebody new responded to it. Kashtira Arise here must be banned. I think this is fair enough to be banned. Yeah, the card's fucking broken as shit, right? There's been a couple of times now playing Sky Strikers where you could just steal the card. Like, you can just take a Rise Heart and have it, and then use it against your opponent's Shangri. Like, it's funny as fuck. Okay. I don't know if I want to read through all of this right now. It was just Colrupt. That's my Heavy Storm. I wonder, actually, okay, he brings up a good point. I wonder if Heavy Storm still isn't banned, still isn't unbanned because of the fact that it destroys your own back row as well. Which is odd, because Dark Hole... Well, okay, maybe it's because there are more powerful spell and trap cards that could be abused with Heavy Storm. Because a lot of things say, like, oh, if this card was destroyed by card effect. Like, just look at, like, Ojama Magic or Ojama Trio? One of the two. Like, damn, bro, I get to fill my hand with Ojamas? Holy fuck. I don't think it broke the format. I think it'd be alright. Because, like, I don't think decks that could abuse Heavy Storm would be viable that much. It's just another Harpy's Feather Duster option. Which, you'd be fine. I don't know. Enough ways of doing it. Yeah, like, I guess Unchained would be an example of that. Unchained can already do it with their own cards. I guess it wouldn't matter if they had another one that did it anyway. Well, okay. Actually, the guy who made the post about, did I have it up here? I don't know if I did. I'm not gonna fucking look at it. But, the guy wanting to ban Phantom of Yubel was talking about, like, changing just a normal effect into, like, an extender, basically. And I guess that would... Heavy Storm would be that for just Unchained as an example, I guess. Turning your back row opponent removal into advantage for you, but they could do that anyway, it doesn't really matter. But D-Bell's gonna do that, right? Fair enough. Fair enough. I think that about sums it up for now. I don't think there's anything else crazy that happened. Wait, I've already read these. Why are they still highlighted? Steam, please. Wait, this is new. Oh. Well, actually, I don't think he knows that. I'll read over the whole thing, but Arbush is just... He's just great. Alright, he's just a great individual. You have to turn it on... It's off by default on PC, I think. You have to enable the toggle for turning off effects and stuff. But yeah, you can do it. I believe you can do it. Hang on, did Deathsia actually respond? No, it wasn't Deathsia. Wait, that guy responded though? Why did he respond?
To be fair, casual is ass. People surrender there soon as they lose the coin toss, or open with 0 hand traps. But there's solo mode for trying decks at least.
I mean, understandable. Understandable. I knew I should have told Death just to go to Plat 5. He probably couldn't even make it to Plat 5, though. I'm not going to load up Master Duel and see where the replays came from. I don't think it's worth. But, thanks, Fox. Appreciate the fucking quips and the yaps. Absolute nonsense schizo posting. Appreciate it. That's going to be where I end things for today, though. I still have to think of a proper name to give this quote-unquote segment. I haven't really done much with it. Especially because I don't always read Yu-Gi-Oh posts, I guess. It's just a pretty frequent thing. But, yeah, should be alright, I guess. I am curious to see what that guy think about deck diversity in the future. Maybe I'll make a post on it. I don't know. I just can't believe his post is so different to the actual title. It's not about deck diversity. But, playing with a friend and only limiting like 3 effects would be pretty neat. Well, I say neat. I'm just curious what decks would be capable of doing it. That's what I want to know. My guess is almost none. Except a very select few. Because even like just... I can't say just normal decks, but even like... Madolches, for example. Like, you couldn't... like that... I'm just trying to think of the thought process behind it, because even in like old school Yu-Gi-Oh, right, maybe 3 effects you could get off, like playing GOAT format. You'd only use like a spell card, summon a monster, maybe use its effect, or its battle oriented effect, and like that's it. But moving to like even just 5Ds, making an extra deck monster in itself, like, I don't know, summoning Junk Synchron, using its effect, bringing back another monster, and then Synchro summoning, then using that effect, and then, I don't know, using, like, tuning or something at the very start to get, like, a thing to your hand, or whatever the Synchro call is. I forget what the card is. I don't fucking play 5Ds. But, you couldn't do much beyond that point. And it'd be so disheartening to say no to an effect that you'd want to use. But, I mean, I'm curious how Catrix would respond to that. Because I think his Red Eyes deck would probably work pretty well in that format. Actually, Blue Eyes might too. Blue Eyes doesn't need that many effects. It depends if they use spell cards or not. Maybe Dark Magician wouldn't need that much either, actually. A lot of Boomer decks seem to be okay with the 3 effect per turn limit. Just seems silly. Anyway, that's gonna be where I end things. I suppose I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, take care, and I'll see you around.